The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Football. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Rail Splitter Football is brought to you by these fine sponsors. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Football.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
Offense remains the same. Our leading tackler, one of the leading tacklers, is back in the lineup. Kobe Glenn, he was injured last game, but he's back in there. He's a senior, and we need him in that lineup. Defensively, Coach shaking it up a little bit. He's still going with that 3-man front line, but he's going with the 4 linebackers instead of 5. He'll have 2 corners, and now he'll have 2 safeties, and Keon Carson will be playing both ways, and they got him back there playing safety. Hopefully maybe to pick a pass off. If he picks one off, it's going to be very exciting.
Well, I think the changes in the defense is as a result of Jacksonville's offense. They run a triple option offense, something we haven't seen all year. You don't see too much anymore, but that's what Jacksonville does. The quarterback is up under center, and they'll either hand it off, pitch it, or the quarterback could run with it. So a lot of options there, and you got to defend all 3, and he can also pass the ball, as you said.
Coach, you noticed it in the warm-ups, opposite uniforms, the Rail Splitters with the home red jerseys, white helmets, white numerals, and the white pants. Jacksonville comes in with their colors with the white shirts and the red pants and the white helmets. So I don't know if you could get distracted on a play like that, but it's kind of an illusion out there with the different jerseys being the same, basically.
Yeah, just the opposite tops and bottoms. But yeah, I used to see Lincoln with some green in their uniforms. We don't see too much of that right now.
No, we don't. And exciting for a lot of the athletes tonight because it's senior night here and a big crowd here tonight. We want to wish a happy birthday to Allie Batten. It's her 18th birthday. She's the football manager, and she also films on the field. I wasn't aware of that, Coach, the filming on the field. I'd like to see some of that film. That would be interesting.
Well, you know, this day and age, you get film from different angles. You get it up above the press box here. You get it on the field. You get it from the end zones if you can. And so a a lot of that goes into the scouting reports and the preparation for your opponents.
Now, if you remember, Allie Batten's brother played for the Rail Splitters, and he was an excellent football player. And he played a couple years ago and played in the Apollo, and he had a pretty good career for us. But the Rail Splitters got their work cut out for them tonight. As Coach said, we're going up against a different kind of offense. We've changed the defense up a little bit, and now we can take a look at the ME Realty list of the game. It's time to check it, and it's sponsored by ME Realty. List your home with ME Realty when it's time to sell. And if you're looking to buy, check the listings at ME Realty at merealty.dot.com.
Okay, our first key tonight, of course, is consistency on defense. It's a big night for the defense. They need to hold the fullback, the running back, to 2 or 3 yards at the most on his runs, and then also defend that quarterback and the pitch man on the triple option. The second key is to run the ball offensively. We need to be successful running the ball, which uses up some clock, keeps the ball away from the Jacksonville offense, and hopefully puts some points on the board. Number 3 is penalties. The Railers did a better job last week after having 4 weeks of tough time with penalties. They did a little better last week. Still need to keep those penalties down and not give any extra opportunities to the Crimsons.
Thank you, Coach Ken Schweitzer. That's tonight's list of the game, brought to you by Me Realty. When you're ready to list your home, contact the professionals at Me Realty. And now they're announcing the Lincoln Rail Splitters as they come out on the field. They're announcing the offense for the Rail Splitters, and they've got some pretty good-sized guys on that Jacksonville line, but we match up with them with guys like Zach Poole and Evan Walkendorf. We've got some pretty good guys with some size up there, too.
Well, it'll be a good test for our offense and defensive lines tonight against Jacksonville. They've got 9 offensive returners from last year, and all their line is back, and they're still underclassmen. They were sophomores last year. They're juniors this year. They've got 8 defensive players returning from last year, so they've got a experienced group out there. We talked about them losing 3 games. Well, one was to Rochester and one was HSG, so they've played the toughest teams in the conference already. So we'll see what happens here tonight. They're coached by Mark Grounds, who's been around a long time. This is his 23rd year at Jacksonville as the head coach. Lincoln's coach Matt Sikowski in his 8th season with the Railers.
And so, Coach, since it is senior night, we should mention the veterans for the Rail Splitters. Ryan Frugier, he's a senior at tight end for Lincoln. Evan Walkendorf is at left guard. He's a senior. Joe Dom is at the right guard. He's also a senior for the Rail Splitters. Darren Stevens, the quarterback, is a senior. Kobe Glenn is a senior. The twins, Keon Carson and Kanai Carson, of course, are both seniors. Angel Harrow is also a senior for the Rail Splitters. And let's see if I missed anybody from the defensive side. I don't think so. Those are primarily all the seniors in tonight's lineup for the Rail Splitters. So we've got some experience out there, too.
Absolutely. And, they've had success. They're 4-1 coming into this game. And as we said, the schedule gets a little tougher from now on. And so this is the first one that we are getting a big test in. We'll see how we perform tonight.
I got a kick out of Keon in his interview on the Saturday morning show. He said that his brother was faster than him, and a lot of people probably doubted that. Keon said, I've got the moves. That's why I gained the yardage. But on that run that Kanai did last week, we saw at Southeast, he made a believer of me out on the far side of the field when he ran for that touchdown.
Well, they're both make believers out of a lot of people. But Keon, of course, leads the team with 533 yards, averaging 7.8 points yards a carry. Brother Kanai, he's carried the ball for 288 yards, 8.23 average. His average is a little better than brother. Darren Stevens is the 3rd leading rusher as quarterback. He's picked up 145 yards, a lot of those in the last 2 weeks, and exploiting his ability as a runner. And then Peyton Bunner is our 4th leading rusher with 118 yards, and that's over 5 yards per carry.
Coach, I don't know if I've ever seen this before. You probably have. A nice touch by Coach Silkowski. He let all the seniors go out as captains to midfield for the flip.
Yeah, I've seen that before, but that's a nice touch there and gives all those seniors a chance to get out there and do that. It looks like they're having the flip of the coin. Looks like the Railers won the toss and they declined or deferred to the second half. So Jacksonville will receive here to start the game.
And coach, the officials for tonight, the referee is Kevin Nichols. The umpire is Jared Hines. The line judge is Wayne Cunningham. The other lineman official is Jared Smock, and the back judge is Justin Lawson. And as we mentioned, the Rail Splitters with the white helmets, the red jerseys, the white numerals, the white pants. Jacksonville with the red helmets, the white jerseys with the red numerals, and the white pants. So we're ready to go here. As Coach told you, the Lincoln will kick off. It'll be Angel Harrow to kick off for the Rail Splitters, and of course all our kickoffs for the Rail Splitters are sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
We said the field is in great shape for the game tonight. The weather's perfect. There's a little breeze. Looking at the flag there, it's kind of wrapped around the pole. Looks like maybe the breeze is coming from the northwest or northeast, maybe to the southwest, but it's not a strong breeze and it shouldn't affect the ball game.
No, they say like maybe 4 or 5 miles an hour, and as you said, it doesn't look that strong. And game time temperature around 69 degrees Fahrenheit. Probably throughout the game it may get down 68, 67, but perfect conditions for football. Lincoln out on the field. Angel's going to tee it up from his own 40-yard line. And a big key for the Rail Splitters, as last week's, going to be the defense. They're going to have to try to hold down Jacksonville. They've had some tough games. They played already have played Sacred Heart Griffin and Rochester. So they've had the severe test in the Central State 8 already.
Yeah, they lost pretty soundly to both of those. And last week they lost a close one, 27-22 to Peoria Notre Dame, their non-conference game.
Our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. And Angel's got the whistle. He's ready to go. Here's the boot. He's got a good leg on him, and he sends it long and into the end zone.
Yeah, it was close to the pylon to going out of bounds, but it hit the end zone, so they'll get it on the 20.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Crimsons, and they're led by their fine quarterback, a young man by the name of Emmanuel Moore. He's a senior, 5'8", and 185-pounder. His two running backs are Deshaun Armstrong and Lamarion Williams. The fullback is Emmerich Davidsmeyer. His wide receivers are Crucifixio Mitchell and Darius Armstrong, and the guy that'll be snapping the ball to him is Ryan McCombs. He's 6'5", 285, the center. And they got a big line, Coach, and it's going to be tough. They're going to have some. He's going to come up under center. That's Emmanuel Moore. Waits for the snap. He's got a man in motion, trying to pull Lincoln off sides on a long count. And I don't think he's going to get it off.
No, he did not.
There's the flag, and immediately a 5-yard penalty against the Crimsons. And welcome to Lincoln. It's going to be 1st and 15 for the Crimsons.
Yeah, we haven't had any time to go off the clock yet. And the one running back looked a little confused. He started to shift, and then he went back and slowed things down, and it'll set him back 5.
So a good break for the Rail Splitters to start it off here. The Lincoln Rail Splitters.
Now they're not going to get the penalty because they just took a timeout. So Jacksonville's going to get charged a timeout, but no penalty.
So with that timeout, we'll take a timeout here early. We'll be back in 30.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making it.
Man in motion. They're going to keep. They look like a quarterback keep to me.
Nope, he pitched.
Oh, he pitched. Okay, on the outside, and they're going to get a first down. I missed the pitch there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Crimsons. And that was Lamarion Williams, the junior, 5'8", 185 on the run. And the ball placed at the Jacksonville 31-yard line. I didn't pick up who was on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. And Emmanuel Moore will come up under center again. His center, as I said, is Ryan McCombs. Here's the snap. Another hand off the outside again, and they've got another first down, it looks like, before the tackle was made.
That was Gabe Smith on the tackle. He's playing that corner position over there, and he's got the pitch man, and not before they picked up about 5 on that one.
Gabe Smith wears the number 3. He's a junior. He plays both sides of the football. He'll also be the wide receiver on offense. So it's going to be second down now and 5 for the Crimsons at their own 36-yard line. Moore up under center. Long count, man in motion. Hands it off on the right side, and the Rail Splitters try to stop him. They've stopped him short of the first down.
No, they said he got enough.
Oh, he did get enough.
Boy.
So just barely. And again, that was Deshaun Armstrong.
Yeah, you're right. He just barely got it to the stake, but they gave him the first down, so it's going to be a 1st and 10 on their own 41 here early in the first period.
10:47 here in the first quarter on the clock. Big offensive line there for Jacksonville. They're going to get some good blocking up front there. Emmanuel Moore up under center. He's got a man in motion again. Pitches it to the outside. And, good job by one of the Rail Splitters. Got there early.
Yep.
That was...
might have been Frank Sanders. Maybe not.
Frank Sanders getting out there.
I'm not sure that was, but somebody got him. Yeah, stopped him for a yard loss.
And they brought in another running back. That was Cameron Mitchell on the run there, number 8. But Frank Sanders is very quick coming off that defensive end position. Frank's a junior, 6'4", 205-pounder. So a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and 11 for Jacksonville at their own 40-yard line on the far side hash mark. Moore brings him up to the line of scrimmage. Ducks down under center. On the long count, got a man in motion. Pitches it to the outside. Again, that's Cameron Mitchell.
Ball loose.
Fumble.
Railers.
It looked like the first guy there was, for the Rail Splitters, was Peyton Bunner. And the ball knocked away, and I didn't get. Was that?
That's a hair.
Angel?
Angel had that. Yeah, he recovered on the fumble.
Angel Hare on a big turnover for the Crimsons, and it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby, for the Rail Splitters at the Jacksonville 44-yard line. I'm not sure, but I thought maybe Bunner knocked that loose.
I didn't see that either, but the ball came loose, and Angel was there to make the recovery. Lincoln now in Crimson territory to start this first drive.
Zach Poole up over the football, snaps it to Stevens. Stevens, and he keeps it. He throws it up ahead and incomplete. Stevens under pressure, rolled out to his right, faked the handoff. And trying to pick up who that intended receiver was. I believe it was Kenai Carson. No, I think it was Ryan Frugier.
Yeah, he just kind of underthrew him there, kind of short-armed it, and it didn't quite get to him. And so it's going to set up a second down on that. On the last 2 Crimson plays, instead of the option, they just did some quick pitches there, Bob, and work going the other way for that one got tackled for a yard loss. This time they fumbled.
Ball at the Jacksonville 44. Snap to Stevens. Hands off Keon Carson. Keon Carson off the right. Straight arms a man. Gets up to around the 41-yard line if they stop his motion. So a 3-yard pickup there for Keon Carson. Got some blocking off that right side from Dom and Johnston.
Yeah, there was not a lot of running room there, and he wasn't able to get to the outside, so he went off tackle there and got what he could. It's going to set up a 3rd and long now for the Railers.
I believe that's... Kobe Glenn now split here to the near side. Glad to have him back in the lineup. In the slot, that is, I believe that's Kenai Carson for the Rail Splitter. Here's the snap to Stevens. He's got a little bit of time, airs it out along the sideline, incomplete. Just overthrew Kenai Carson along the sideline.
Yeah, he just kind of ran out of room there on the sideline. The ball was a little high, and makes it 4th down now for the Railers.
4th down territory for the Rail Splitters. 4th and 7. He actually backed that football up a little bit. I thought it was at the 41, but I'm not out there officiating. Now they're going to move it.
The Railers are averaging about 10 passes a game, and we've thrown 2 here in the first 4 minutes.
They move it back up to the 41, Coach. 8:56 left for the first quarter. Another passing play for the Rail Splitters. Stevens has got the snap. He got nailed, and he fumbled. Let's hope he's all right. And then they jumped on it and picked up the fumble.
I think they said Lincoln got the ball back, but it was a 4th down play, and so it's going to turn over.
Darren's all right. He didn't see that one coming. He got blindsided on that play.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Crimsons at their own 49-yard line. So on the sack, it's a 7-yard pickup for the Crimsons with 8:50 left in the first quarter. Emmanuel Moore, the quarterback. He's a senior, 5'8", 185-pounder. Looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he goes under center. Man in motion.
Pitch.
It pitches outside, and it goes awry, and it's on the ground, and he finally gets on it. That was a live ball on the pitch. That's free game there, and a lot of rail splitters just didn't get there in time. And on the ball, the guy that was on the intended pitch was Deshaun Armstrong, and he got on the ball. But a loss of, what is that? They're back at 41.
Yeah, they lost 3 on that play. But, when you got the corner on the pitch, man, so he's got a little ways to go when they fumble, so he couldn't get there to make the recovery. But they covered the running back who was covering the ball.
2nd and 13 for the Crimsons. Man, that is a big offensive line for the Crimsons on the near side hash mark. Mitchell, he goes under center. Got the snap. Wants to throw this time along the sideline, and nice coverage there. No, they missed the tackle. He's still on his feet, the wide receiver, and he's going to go for the touchdown. That's number 0 for the Jacksonville Crimsons. No flags on the field. He got hit hard on the reception, but then he just broke loose, and that was Crucifixio Mitchell on the touchdown run on the strike from his quarterback, Emmanuel Moore.
Well, I think that was Kanai, who came up from his secondary position to try to make the hit. Instead of wrapping up, he just hit him hard, and that didn't get him to the ground, and he broke loose.
So now they will attempt the extra point. That is, let's see if I can pick up who that is. That's Brandon Sims. Here's the boot, and it's up. And it's through the uprights, and that'll make the score. Jacksonville 7, Rail Splitters 0, with 7:50 left in the first quarter. We'll be back in a minute.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual, and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Rail Splitter football on a Friday night under the lights at Hanlon Field, and all our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, and the man that kicked the extra point will kick it away for the Jacksonville Crimsons, and that's Brandon Sims. And back for the Rail Splitters are the Carson brothers. Kanai wears the number 2, Keon's number 24. Ball's placed at the 40-yard line, and we're ready to go. There's the whistle. Here comes Sims on the boot. Gets it away, and it's going to go into the end zone, so it'll be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters at the 20-yard line, and that's the way we like it, baby. 7:50 left on the first quarter clock, and the Crimsons lead early, 7-0.
Well, the Railer offense now has to move the ball and keep possession, get some first downs, Bob. Touchdown would be ideal, but at least move the ball down the field and change the field location. We're
going to have to get back in it, Coach. That was a 54-yard touchdown strike for Jacksonville, I believe. Gabe Smith split here to the near side. Darren Stevens always operates out of the shotgun, out of that wing formation. He's got the snap, hands off the left side. That's the fullback for Lincoln, and he got some good running room up across the 20 to about the 23-yard line. That was Peyton Bunner. Bunner, 6', 200-pound junior for the Rail Splitters. Got some good blocking on that left side and picked up an early 3 yards to the 23, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Rail Splitters. Yeah, good defensive tackle there by the Crimson. It looked like he might have some more running room, but they closed in a hurry and only let him get 3 yards on that run. This time Gabe Smith will go wide to the right. Two running backs back there now. Here's the handoff, and that is Kenai Carson, and he's got 2 more yards to the 25. Kenai came out of the backfield that time. He was situated on the right side of Darren Stevens, got the handoff, and picks up 2 more yards, so it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Rail Splitters.
We haven't seen the Raiders try to run to the outside yet here, Bob, in these first 2 possessions so far. So I would look for the Raiders try to get to the outside.
Smith goes wide right again. Carson brothers are the wings. Bunner in the backfield with Stevens. He's got the snap. He's going to roll out to his right, throws it. He's got his man. That's Bunner out of the backfield. He's got a first down and more at the 45.
He fumbled.
And he fumbles.
We might have got it back.
Let's hope we got it back. He got textbook tackle. He went down at about the 39-yard line. The ball now is at the 42. We just have to wait and see who got the football.
They were fighting for it. A red shirt and a white shirt were fighting for it, and I think the Railers wound up with it.
Frugier was there. And it's a 1st and 10. A Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. The Rail Splitters getting a break there. We couldn't tell exactly who got the fumble, but Darren Stevens has got the play, and he's going back into the huddle, and that's the way we like it, baby. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters at their own 39-yard line. 6:30 left for the first quarter. Jacksonville leads Lincoln 7-0. This time Gable will be split here to the near side. Zach Poole comes out over the football. The wing formation. Stevens waits for the snap. He's got a man in motion. This time he hands it off up the middle, and I believe that's Bunner again.
I think that was Keon
that time. Was that Keon?
Yeah.
Keon got about a yard out of it to the 40-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Rail Splitters. 6 minutes for the first quarter.
I'm sorry, Bob. There again, he was running inside his tackles, and there's just not a lot of running room. They've got some big people up front there on their defense.
And they're tall, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". Railers on the far side, hash mark. 2nd and 9. 5:40 for the quarter. Here's the man in motion. And off the right side, is that Keon?
Yes.
Still on his feet. He's got a first down and more along the sideline. He dances along the sideline deep into Jacksonville territory at around the 40. They're going to say he went out of bounds before then at the 48-yard line. A big play there by the Rail Splitters. Good blocking on that right side from Tate Johnson and Joe Dom for the Rail Splitters, and Gabe Smith was over there also.
Yeah, it was kind of a reverse in the backfield there, and Keon wound up with it, Bob, and bounced off a couple tacklers and got to the outside that time and picked up nice yardage.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby. 1st and 10 for the Railers. The Jacksonville 43-yard line. Stevens out of the gun. Hands off Bunner. Bunner stays on his feet, and grinds down to around the 37-yard line. That's about a 6-yard pickup on that play, just because Bunner's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, he take that down to about the 37-yard line, about a 6-yard pickup, and you called it exactly right. He just won't go down. He got hit. They had tacklers around him, and he kept those legs driving and wouldn't go down and made a nice gain on first down.
2nd and 4 for the Rail Splitters at the 37. Stevens always goes to the sideline to get the play from head coach Matt Silkowski. 4:55 left for the first quarter. This time Gabe Smith will roll out to the left. Ryan Fruger's the tight end. Rail Splitters come up to the front of the line there. Poole will snap it to Stevens out of the gun. Bunner's the fullback. Here's the snap. Handoff again. Bunner on the run, and again he fights for big yardage. I think he may have a first down, Coach. Bunner back-to-back handoffs. Last night was the full moon, and you can see it coming up through the trees right in front of us. And that's the 6-yard pickup to the 31, and that's going to be another Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters on some great blocking off that right side again by Johnston and Dom, and Bunner again fighting for valuable yardage for the Rail Splitters.
This drive started on the Railer 20-yard line, so 3 first downs on way, and they've changed field position. Now they've got to keep the drive going.
Far side hash mark. Smith split wide along the sideline. Keon goes in motion, and now they have the football.
That's Stevens.
Stevens kept the football, and he had a great big hole on the right side, Coach, and picked up some big yardage.
Yeah, he's proven he can run well with the ball. The last 2 weeks he's done that, and again here he picks up about 9 yards on first down.
2nd and 1 for the Rails. 2nd and 1 for the Rail Splitters. Call it the 22-yard line. 3:44 left for the first quarter. Stevens goes into the huddle with the play. Railers with those white helmets, red jerseys, the right numerals, and the white pants. Gabe Smith now split here to the near side. We got a wide receiver on the far side of the field. I believe that's Kanai. Here's the snap to Darren. Darren's got time. He loops it up for Gabe Smith. Oh. No, he didn't get it. He went high. There was good coverage on him, and they tried to loop it. Darren tried to loop it over the top of him, and Gabe just couldn't get it. Might have just been a hair short for him.
Yeah, possibly. A little hand shoving in there, nothing serious, but yeah, it was a good effort there. Second and short. That's a good time to make that play, throw that pass, and came close to connecting on it.
Kobe Glenn checks in for Peyton Bunner on the 3rd and 1.
That's one of the best balls we've seen Stevens throw here lately too, Bob. He just put it right on the money.
We may see Glenn get the football here. Poole will snap it to Stevens. Here's the snap.
Whistle.
And they blow it dead. He handed her off to Keon. They stopped the clock at 3:21 first quarter. Jacksonville leads Lincoln 7-0 here in the first quarter at Hanlon Field.
Oh, it's on Jacksonville, 5-yard offside.
So that'll be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and they'll move the ball up to the 17-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, and that's definitely the way we like it, baby. They move the chains. Rail Splitters huddle up. When that play was blown dead on the offsides, they'd hand it off to Keon. Ryan Frigier at the tight end. He's a senior. Gabe Smith here to the near side. Kobe Glenn in there at the fullback. And Stevens wants to pass again. He goes for Gabe Smith again. He's got it in the end zone. A beautiful pass from Darren Stevens to Gabe Smith. He had tight coverage on him, and Darren Stevens just laid it right there in the breadbasket for the touchdown for the Rail Splitters. And that's a Joe Ryan Country Financial touchdown for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. And Lincoln back in the ball game with a great drive here, Coach. That'll make the score 7-6. And Angel Harrow will attempt the extra point.
That was a great pass by Stevens, and even a better catch by Gabe Smith in the end zone. He had to go up with a defender, and he beat him for the ball and caught it as he went to the ground in the end zone.
It'll be Aiden Crane on the hold. Here's the snap. Here's Angel's kick. It's a sidewinder, soccer style, through the uprights, and it's tied 7-7. Lincoln Rail Splitters 7, Jacksonville Crimson 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
Big touchdown for the Rail Splitters on the pass from the 17-yard line from Darren Stevens. He put it on the money, and a great catch by Gabe Smith. And if you want, step outside because the Rail Splitters are playing underneath a beautiful orange full moon tonight at Hanlon Field, just coming up over the trees from the east. And now all our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Perry Weinbrenner, owner and operator out there. If you need any equipment, stop by Chicago Street Rentals. Angel Harrow kicked the extra point, and now he steps off what he likes to do with his soccer style kick. He'll make the approach when he gets the whistle from his own 30-yard line. Last time he put it in the end zone. Here's his approach. Boom, he kicks it away end over end, and this time Jacksonville had the ball and they lost it in the end zone. They've got to get out of the end zone, and here they come at the 5-10, still on their feet, and the Rail Splitters have got to make a tackle, and they finally do down around the 14, 15-yard line.
I think that was Mitchell who scored their touchdown on that return. I think he could have taken a knee in the end zone and it would have been dead there, Bob, but he decided to try to run it out. And the Railers did a pretty good job of covering it, and he's going to start inside the 20. inside the 15, maybe on about the 13. Is that right?
Yeah, you're right. You're correct, Coach. 13-yard line will be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. They stopped the clock with 3 minutes left in the first quarter, and we've got a ball game tonight. 7-7, Rail Splitters Crimsons. Emmanuel Moore brings him up to the line of scrimmage. McCombs is his center, up under center. He's got a man in motion. He's got the snap.
Fullback.
Hands off. And it looks like a fumble. And it looks like the Rail Splitters have it. They do. They're celebrating at Hanlon Field. The Rail Splitters caused the fumble. They try to run it off the left side, and the Rail Splitters picked up the fumble, and it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. Big fumble.
They tried to run, it's their option, their standard play there, but they handed off to the dive back and didn't see what caused the fumble. A hard hit, I'm sure, and didn't see who got it. But Railers have it on the 15-yard line of the Crimson.
1st and 10. Having a tough. I think that's Gabe on the far side. Wing formation, the Carson brothers. Man in motion. Here's the handoff. Stevens going to keep it again around the left side, and he's going to go for the pylon and just short. Darren Stevens picks up a 1st and goal for the Rail Splitters, and Darren just kept the ball, got knocked out of bounds around the 2-yard line. So it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby. Darren Stevens keeping the football, and he's down, and they call it the 3-yard line. 1st and goal for the Rail Splitters.
A good fake inside to Carson, and Stevens kept it, Bob. And as you said, he ran hard to get to the outside and tried to get to the pylon. He got close, but first down. 1st and goal.
And here we go. Here's the snap. Stevens hands off Keon, trying to string it out around the side, and he's going to go in for the touchdown. Keon Carson. And the Rail Splitters lead it 13-7. A quick drive for the Rail Splitters with 2:08 left in the first quarter. Lincoln leads it 13-7.
Well, Carson went to try to get the outside. It took him a while to get out there, but he had more speed than the defense, and he got it to the pylon, got it in for the 3-yard touchdown, and the lead for the Railers.
The point after touchdown snapper is Tate Johnston. It'll be Aiden Crane on the placement as Angel Harrow attempts to put it through the uprights. Here's the snap by Johnston, the placement, the kick. Man, that is long and hard, and that is another extra point for the Rail Splitters. That'll make it Lincoln 14, Jacksonville 7, and that was a Joe Ryan Country Financial Lincoln Rail Splitter touchdown and extra point, and the Rail Splitters lead it 14-7. And we'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
Field all our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, and what an exciting play, Coach. The Rail Splitters lead at 14-7.
A lot of action here in the first 10 minutes of the game, Bob. A couple fumbles by the Crimson have given Lincoln opportunities, and they've taken advantage of it to get that lead.
Angel Harrow has kicked his second extra point, and now he tees it up at the 40-yard line. All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Rail Splitters kickoff team out there. A lot of fresh guys out there that can get down there very quickly and make the tackle. But Angel might just put it in the back of the end zone as much as his adrenaline's pumped up. He's got the whistle, and here's the approach by Angel. Kicks it away again, and this time they've got it at about the 8 to the 10 to the 15, 20. Looks for running room at the 25. Good blocking, 30, 35, still on his feet, and finally taken down by Ryan Frugier. Frugier took him down on the sideline. Looks like he's a little shook up, but he's getting back up. Nice tackle by Frugier, but not before Jacksonville got some big yardage, Coach.
Yeah, they got to the outside, and that's it. You try to turn it back to the inside where you've got help, but he got to the sideline and helped him pick up extra yardage out past the 40 to the 44.
Owen Grant comes up there and gives his partner Ryan Frugier a slap on the hand. The 3 linemen for Lincoln up front there, Frank Sanders. Ryan Frugier's up there now on the right-hand side. And I believe, I don't see Wackendorf. I don't know if Frank Sanders is in the middle there or not.
No, that's Johnston.
It's Johnson up there. They've switched up defensively on that front line. Moore comes up under center for Jacksonville. He's got a man in motion, and he pitches it outside. That's a new running back on the left side, and he got plenty of running room before he was tackled, and they got a big first down. And I'll try and pick up who got that tackle for Lincoln.
That was
Bunner?
Yeah, Bunner.
Number 11, Peyton Bunner on the tackle for Lincoln, but not until another big first down for Jacksonville at the Lincoln 40-yard line.
40-yard line, first down Jacksonville.
Yeah, that was a 16-yard run. If it had not been for Bunner's tackle, he might have gone all the way.
That was Lamarion Williams. He's a junior, 5'8", 185-pounder. Moore up under center. McCombs will snap it. He does. Hand it. Pitch it outside, and good defense by the Rail Splitters. Nice tackle there by Kobe Glenn. He's got to watch his celebration there. He's a tough guy, and I don't know if he's a wrestler or not, but he's a tough customer. I'm glad he's back in the lineup.
Well, they pitched the ball on the triple option that time, and the two defenders for the Railers came up quick and slowed him down. And then, as you said, that was the tackle was from behind by Kobe Glenn and made a nice hit.
He tracked him down like a missile and took him down for a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 at the 39 of Lincoln. Big front line there for Jacksonville. Moore looks along the line of scrimmage. Now he comes up under center. Now you got a man in motion. Hands off to the fullback. Stays on his feet.
I think quarterback kept that one, Bob, and it kind of slipped a little bit, it looked like, but he went down for no gain.
Fake the handoff, and the Rail Splitters, as Coach said, held the line, so it'll be 3rd and 9. We're in the red now, 39 seconds left for the first quarter. Lincoln leads it by a touchdown, 14-7. Jacksonville drew first blood, scored, led 7-0, and Lincoln has scored the last 2 touchdowns. Play clock at 19, and the quarter clock at 23. Moore will come up under center again. Looks along the line of scrimmage. Talking to one of his players. Doesn't like what he sees. Runs over to one. Now he goes up under center. 10 seconds. Here's the snap. Pitches it in the backfield around the right side. On his feet along the sideline. 25-20. He's going to go. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That's going to make it 14-13. And that was a new running back in there. He's been in there before. That was Cameron Mitchell. Cameron Mitchell in for the touchdown. He's a senior. 5'10", 185. He doesn't start, but when he comes on, he picks up some yardage. So with 1.5 seconds left on the clock, Jacksonville scores. Now they'll attempt the extra point. The guy that kicks the extra points for him, I believe, is Brandon Sims. Where's the number 8? He'll look to tie the game here. Soccer-style kicker. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick. Looks good, and it is good, and that'll make the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 14, Jacksonville Crimsons 14, and Lincoln will get the ball on the kickoff. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual, and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage-front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Jacksonville scores on a 39-yard run to tie the score 14-14, and now Sims, he kicked the extra point. He'll kick it away. All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Glad you're listening to Rail Splitter Football on a Friday night under the lights. A beautiful night, Coach Schweitzer.
Yeah, you can't ask for a better night to have for high school football, no matter if you're a player or coaching or if you're a fan in the stands.
Up there blocking on that front line are Owen Grant Joe Dom for the Rail Splitters. And, of course, back for the Rail Splitters, the exciting Carson brothers, Keon and Kanai for the Rail Splitters. Keon wears the number 24. Kanai is number 2. Sims gets ready to kick it away. Last time he kicked it into the end zone. He's got a strong leg. Rail Splitters been fortunate with a couple of fumbles they've recovered. Here's the kick. Another long kick going to go in the end zone, and it's going to be Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down at the 20 for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. 1.5 seconds remains in the first quarter, and we've got a tie score here. Lincoln 14, Jacksonville 14.
Been pretty exciting first quarter, Bob. A lot of offense, both sides. A couple turnovers, as you said, by Jacksonville have given Lincoln a couple opportunities, and they cashed in on those opportunities.
Jacksonville defense had trouble with Lincoln the last 2 times, and let's see if the Rail Splitters can keep it up. Gabe Smith split wide to the right side. Zach Poole comes up over the football. Lincoln in that wing formation. Here's the snap. Stevens, hands off, right side.
Keon.
And that's Keon, as Coach said, and he got a fairly good gain on that first play, but that's going to end the first quarter with the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 14, Jacksonville Crimsons 14. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football under the harvest moon tonight, and it's tied up as we start this second quarter, 14-14. It's going to be 2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters on the Keon Carson 4-yard run to end the first quarter. We'll be back here next week again against Rochester. So 2 home games, then we finish the season with 2 games on the road. Lincoln comes up to the line of scrimmage. Zach Poole, the sophomore, up there will snap it to Darren Stevens. Man in motion, and Stevens is going to throw. He's got a man open, and he's got a first down and more. That's Bunner along the sideline to cross the 50 before he's knocked down. Peyton Bunner, where's the number 11 for the Rail Splitters? He rolled out there to the left side, Coach, and a nice pass from Darren Stevens.
Yeah, and he didn't wait. Stevens rolled out and threw it right away because Bunner was open, and after he made the catch, he made a nice run across midfield down to about the 46-yard line.
That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down as they move the chains, and that's the way we like it, baby. Into Jacksonville territory, as Coach told you, at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
That's a 30-yard pass play, a nice one. And the Raiders have struggled with the passing game up till this week, Bob. And so far here in the first quarter and first play here, it's picked up a lot.
And that's the way we like it. Gabe Smith here to the near side. Stevens has got the snap. Hands off Bunner. Bunner right side. There's that Kobe Glenn. That's Kobe Glenn, I believe, to the 40. It is Kobe, and Kobe Glenn with a 6-yard pickup to the 40-yard line. Kobe Glenn out of that fullback position. Bunner on the sideline getting a big swig of water after he caught that pass on that nice 30-yard pass play. And it's nice they can interchange Glenn and Bunner for the Rail Splitters. Smith split here. Go ahead, Coach.
No, there's just a nice hard run. We got 2 fullbacks that run the ball real hard up the middle, and that time Kobe got a 6-yard pickup.
2nd and 4 for the Rail Splitters. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to Kobe, and they wrap him up for a 2-yard loss this time at the 38. They got through there very quickly. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. So a 2-yard loss for the Rail Splitters back to the 42-yard line. So that'll make it 3rd and 6. Second quarter action, tied up 14-14. Lincoln and Jacksonville.
That wasn't Lincoln didn't get much of a push up front that time, Bob. The defensive line for Jacksonville was able to step across and got the tackle for the loss.
Now Bunner checks in for Frugier. And now Glenn's going to split wide to the left with Kanai in the slot. Stevens has got some time. He's going to throw it up the middle, and it's a complete pass. That's Kanai Carson.
Yes.
Touchdown, Lincoln. Kanai Carson lined up in the slot on the left side, and he scored the touchdown from the 42-yard line. 42-yard line pass, 42-yard pass from Darren Stevens to Kanai Carson, and I'll make the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 20 and the Jacksonville Crimsons 14. And that's a Joe Ryan Country Financial touchdown for the Lincoln Rail Splitters.
A nice play. Had time to throw the ball. Stevens had time to find his receiver, and Kanai came across the field and hit him on the run, and he just outraced the secondary for the touchdown.
It'll be Tate Johnston on the snap. Aiden Crane on the placement. Here's the kick by Angel Harrow, and it's a side-winding extra point for the Rail Splitters to make the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 21 and the Jacksonville Crimsons 14. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
You're listening to Lincoln Rail Splitter football, and after that touchdown, the Rail Splitters lead at 21-14 with 10:03 left in the second quarter. And you said it, Coach. You mentioned that passing game.
Yeah, Stevens has already thrown for over 100 yards here, and just barely over a quarter and 2 minutes, and that's well above his average for the first 5 games of the season. And so nice to see that. It's a good compliment with the running game.
It's been paying off for the Rail Splitters, and all our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Angel Harrow tees it up. He waits for the whistle. He has a strong kicking leg in this game, and here's the approach and the boot. It's a high sidewinder, and it's right at the goal line, actually in the goal line to the 5-10 they come, at the 15, still on the feet, and the Rail Splitters finally knock him out of bounds at about the 16-yard line. We'll have to check and see when they bring it back out. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville for a good job, the defense for the Railers on the kickoff.
I think that was Joe Dom getting down there and making that tackle, Bob, and he got down there aggressively and kind of attacked the ball carrier, which is a good thing to do. And so Joe made that tackle inside the 20. I think it's going to be on about the 17 or 18.
Number 54, Joe Dom.
Now, Jack, Lincoln takes a timeout.
The Rail Splitters want a timeout with 9:55 remaining in the half. The Rail Splitters lead it by a touchdown, 21-14, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual, and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
Rail Splitter football on a Friday night, and as Coach said on that kickoff, a big tackle there by Joe Dom, number 54 for the Rail Splitters. He's a senior, 6'2", 215-pounder.
We've played 14 minutes and 5 seconds, Bob, and have 5 touchdowns on the board. Pretty explosive offenses here.
Exciting football tonight here from Hanlon Field, and you got it, Coach. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crimsons at their own 18-yard line. And here we go. McCombs over the football. Moore looks along the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. He's got the snap. Fakes the pitch. Now he hands off. Rail Splitters
tackling.
Try to get him. Big guy. Big man running that football. Tough to bring down. Let's pick that number up.
Yes.
Well, Bunner was in on the tackle, but I didn't pick up who the running back was. That's big, strong.
Frank Sanders has got banged up there, and he's going to come out. I don't know if it's a hand or an arm injury, but
I didn't pick up the number of that running back, but
he's a big guy.
Big
yeah,
cowboy.
He was hard to tackle. Where'd they put the ball? Yep.
It looks like he didn't get anything.
Well,
I thought he got more. Unless there's a penalty.
We still got first down, so
he's standing there like he's going to march a penalty.
There's a couple of officials discussing it.
We were so excited we missed a flag if there was one.
Yeah, I didn't see the flag either. We was watching the run and hoping we were going to get him tackled. It took several guys to get him down.
Yeah.
But it is a walk-off against them. It must be a hold, maybe.
Back to, looks like the 11-yard line. So that loses 7 yards on that play. Lincoln leads at 21-14. Here comes Emmanuel Moore and the Jacksonville Crimsons to the line of scrimmage. They're still standing. They haven't started the play clock yet. And here we go. First and 20 for the Crimsons. Still a hesitation. They haven't started the play clock yet. I don't know what's going on. I don't see the officials talking to each other. Both teams are standing. Lincoln leads at 21-14. 9:42 left for the half. Now they go down into their stances. And here we go. Man in motion. Hand off inside, or did he keep it? Yep. That's
quarterback.
Glenn's there and a host of rail splitters pushing him back. Not only Glenn, there was I didn't pick them all up. 51 for the rail splitters. That is, that's
54 is Joe Dom coming off. I think he was in on that with the others you're talking about.
And Johnston, Tate Johnston was there.
He might have got a yard. They put the ball about on the 10-yard line, so give him a yard on that.
Second and 19. Clock on the move. 9:09 left for the half. Lincoln leads at 21-14. Emmanuel Moore waits for the snap from McCombs. He's got it. Wants to throw. He's got time, and it's caught along the sideline, and the tackle made by the rail splitters over there. And is that Aiden?
That's Kanai on the tackle, I think. Kanai Carson on the tackle. Decent gain for Jacksonville on the pass play, but it's going to be a third and about 9.
Kanai Carson, as coach said, on the tackle. And the 3rd and 9 now for Jacksonville. 8:33 on the clock. Lincoln leads at 21-14. Emmanuel Moore, the quarterback, goes under center. He's got the snap. He's going to throw again. Good pressure by the rail splitters. He finally gets it off, and a hit right before the marker. He got the pass. I don't know how he got that pass off. Keon Carson on the tackle hit the receiver right before the first down marker. And they're going to mark it at the 27-yard line.
It's about a fourth and a yard or less. Yeah, I don't know how he threw that ball either. It looked like we had him corralled and going down, but he threw it, found his open receiver on the sideline, and he picked up all but 1 yard. Now they're going to go for it.
This is the biggest play of the game right now as Emmanuel Moore is going to go under center. McCombs will snap it to him. Rail splitters are going to blitz, trying to pull him offside.
Don't jump. Maybe they'll punt.
Still on the long.
Don't.
The play clock's still at 20 seconds. A long time. Rail splitters want to blitz. They got one receiver here to the near side, one to the far side.
There you go.
Here we go. They pitch it in the backfield.
He's out of bounds, but he got past the line to gain.
So that was a risky play for the Crimsons, but it worked for them. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Crimsons.
They got it out to about the 29. They gave him 2 yards on that, but it's enough for the first down.
1st and 10 for the Crimsons.
Yeah, the way the Lincoln offenses are going, you think that was kind of a gamble deep in their own territory, but I guess it was a good gamble because they got the 2 yards in the first down.
Defense is going to have to ruck it up again. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 29. Cameron Mitchell's in there. He's dangerous. Here's the handoff. And he got a nice gain there. That was Cameron Mitchell. Once I saw he was in the lineup, I knew it was trouble. He got about an 8 or 9 yard pickup. Joe Dom checking back in for the rail splitters.
That's the one thing before the game the coach warned against is big play on running up the middle, and they want to hold them to 2 or 3 yards. That time they got 8 or 9.
2nd and 2 for Jacksonville at their own 37-yard line. Moore looks along the line of scrimmage. Man in motion, gets the snap and pitches it outside. Oh, Christian Brown couldn't hang on, but then a railer came over and knocked him down close to the first down. Frank Sanders is there. The guy that made the big hit was number 51 for the Rail Splitters, and that is Tate Johnston. Made the big hit. Just short of the first down at the the Jacksonville 40-yard line.
I think they gave him the first down on that mark. But, yeah, Christian Brown did a good job of slowing him down, coming upfield, being aggressive on the tackle.
1st and 10, Jacksonville, their own 40. Moore's got the snap, wants to throw, pump fake. Now he's going to throw it long. He's got a receiver open. Did he catch it?
I think so. That was a great catch.
Diving catch. He couldn't go anywhere because he caught it, but deep into Lincoln territory.
I tell you, he got behind the defense quite a bit, and all Moore had to do is put it out there for him. He made a nice diving catch out on about the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Crimsons. As they move the chain, stops the clock. Now they're moving. 6-11. They're set. Jacksonville up to the line of scrimmage. Lincoln defense now with their backs against the wall. After that nice pass play by the Crimsons. Moore comes up under center. He's got a man in motion. A penalty. He's going to throw it up ahead. Good coverage out there, and I believe it's incomplete. It is incomplete, but there was a flag, and that's probably going to go against Jacksonville. Lincoln leads at 21-14. There's 5:50 left in the first half, and they're going to march a penalty off against the Jacksonville Crimsons from the Lincoln 28-yard line. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. No, it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. And so now Jacksonville on the Lincoln 38-yard line. 1st and 20. At the 28. 38. 5:50 left for the half. Lincoln leads at 21-14. These are big plays here. Lincoln would like to make the stop them before, and now they're walking back the other way. And he's stepping it off again.
Okay,
yeah.
It's a 5-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, so they messed that up. So
now the ball's at the 33-yard line, 32-yard line.
But they got it right finally.
Here we go. Moore's up under center. Man in motion. Hand off to the big fullback, and they stop him right away.
Stop.
Yeah, they stopped him. Tate Johnston, number 51 for the Rail Splitters, one of the big guys there.
So he picked up 2 to the 30, but that's okay on first down. If they only get 2 yards on a first down play, that's a success for the Railer defense, and now it's 2nd and long.
Jacksonville, Lincoln in a battle tonight, September 29th. Happy birthday to Diane as the Rail Splitters lead it by a touchdown, 21-14. Moore will cup under center. He's got one receiver split wide here. Man goes in motion.
Inside.
And they go inside off the left side. Who made that tackle for Lincoln? Was that Glenn? Yeah. Kobe Glenn on the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
That was about a 7-yard pickup. That was a play that looks similar to something Lincoln. They faked the pitch and then hand off back to the inside, going the opposite direction, and they ran it well for 7-yard pickup. It's a big play now. Well, they're in 2-down territory. 3rd and about 6.
Ball at the 23-yard line of Lincoln. Jacksonville's got the play. Now they come to the line of scrimmage. Clock's on the move. 4:22 left for the half. Man in motion. Moore's got it. Pitches it outside around the left side. And there's a hit by one of the Rail Splitters. And they come up and give him some help.
Yeah, I think that was Peyton Bunner making the initial hit on him.
Excellent job by Peyton Bunner. He's on the bottom of the pile, and now they help him up.
That's Kobe Glenn.
No, that was Kobe Glenn.
Kobe Glenn.
Yeah. He was the guy that made the first hit, and then he got a lot of help from his friends.
So that sets up a 4th and about 3, maybe a long 3 here for the Railers.
They got a couple of yards out of it. Ball placed at the 21-yard line. As Coach said, it's going to be 4th and 3. Near side hash mark. Moore's talking to one of these blockers up on that right side. Emmanuel Moore, the quarterback. Got the snap. Fakes the handoff. Whoa!
He's got hit. That's Angel Harrell on the hit on the quarterback. He came in and blitzed that time and hit him as he threw, and the ball went incomplete.
Coach, you know what that is? A mellow cream sack. Angel Harrell is going to get a 2-donut sack for the Rail Splitters.
Big play by the defense there. They blitzed a good call defensively and hit the quarterback as he was throwing, and Railers will take over on their own 21-yard line.
And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. And I tell you what, we like that mellow cream sack too. Ball at the 21, 1st and 10. Stevens out of the guns, got the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Off the left side, Darren Stevens. He's up across the 25-yard line. He took it from the 21. Let's see where they spot it. At the 25, just short of the 25.
That's a 4-yard pickup. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time. The key for the Railers here, a score would be great, but to have a nice long drive and use up the last 3 minutes here of the half.
2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters. You're right, Coach. Go in the locker room with that touchdown lead if you can. If we can get another one, it'd be nice. Stevens out of the gun. He's got the snap. Wants to throw this time. Good coverage out there by Jacksonville. He throws it sideline. He's got his man. That's Keon. Keon along the sideline, and they're going to say he went out of bounds for a first down, I believe.
About the 32-yard line.
32-yard line, and that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby. Darren Stevens rolled out to his right. The pocket broke down, and there was his buddy Keon Carson, and he delivered the football to him.
I think he might have. He had somebody going long, but that wasn't open, so he hit Keon for the
Darren's got the
down.
snap. Hands off Bunner, left side. Stays on his feet. Grinds may have got a yard or two out of it.
Bunner, the ball carrier.
They may give him the 34, 2 yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. 2:25 left for the half.
About 2, 2nd down 8.
2:20 left for the half. Lincoln leads at 21-14. Just hang on to the football. This Jacksonville team's very explosive. You don't want to give them the football back. Gabe Smith here split to the near side. Ball out at the center of the football field at the 34-yard line. Carson Brothers at the wings. Bunner's the fullback. Stevens has got the snap. Hands off. Bunner again. No, pardon me. That's Keon. Keon's got the ball. Tries to come to the outside. And he runs right into the Jacksonville bench.
They throw a flag after the play.
Let's see what happened. Frank Sanders is pointing first down Lincoln. I couldn't see what happened there in the bench.
Yeah, I think they just maybe got shoved out after he was out of bounds. And the line of scrimmage would be at the 40, so he didn't have the first down. He had about
Personal foul against Jacksonville.
Personal foul, so that is going to be a first down.
He was on the 42.
And
Okay.
That was close to a first down anyway, so they're going to march it off deep into Jacksonville territory. The personal foul, they must have hit him after he got out of bounds again.
Yeah, I think so. They just a little late shove and
15-yard penalty moves the ball down to the Jacksonville.
15-yard penalty. That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby, in Jacksonville territory at the Jacksonville 43-yard line. Aiden Crane is checked in for the Rail Splitters. He's a wide receiver to the near side. To the far side of the field, the wide receiver is Kobe Glenn. Darren Stevens waits for the snap. He's got it. He's got some time. Looks, throws it long over the middle. Keon Carson, touchdown Lincoln. Keon Carson on the touchdown. And that was from the 43-yard line. Darren Stevens to Keon Carson. And the Rail Splitters lead it 27-14 with 1:45 left. And you said it, Coach. The passing game is clicking.
well, that was Keon just kind of separated from the secondary and got behind him and just kept running and creating distance before the ball even got delivered, and he made a nice catch, open field catch, and it was an easy walk, a run into the end zone.
He gone.
Another great throw by the quarterback, Darren Stevens.
It'll be Tate Johnston on the snap for the point after. Aiden Crane on the placement. Here's the snap, the placement. Angel Harrow, a nice boot through the heart of the goal posts, and that'll make the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 28, Jacksonville 14, and that was a Joe Ryan Country Financial touchdown for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. We'll be back in a minute.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
Exciting Lincoln Rail Splitter football on senior night as the Rail Splitters lead by 2 touchdowns here in the first half, 28-14. And as Coach said it, we don't want this to be ignited by Jacksonville with 1:45 left. All our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Angels teeing it up. Angel Harrow, he's kicked 4 extra points tonight. There's been 6 touchdowns in the football game tonight. If you wanted to listen to exciting high school football on a Friday night, you've got it. Angel Harrow going to kick it away for the Rail Splitters. Be nice if you could put it in the end zone. Here's the approach. Here's the boot. And it's a roller at the 10. Now they hand off to another running back. He's looking for running room. Nice. There's a Rail Splitter there right away. And that is Angel Harrow. He's the first guy there to trip him up, and then a couple more Rail Splitters showed up. Nice defense by the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, nice kick coverage there. They're being very aggressive, getting downfield and making hits, not giving those running backs for Jacksonville a chance to get going, and pinned them inside the 20 on about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 for the Crimsons. Lincoln leads at 28-14.
Oh, now there's a penalty.
Officials are talking it over.
It's against Jacksonville. Not sure what the call was for.
They're moving the chains back quite a ways, but they haven't stepped it off yet. Now they will. He's heading towards the 10-yard line and farther.
So it's half the distance, so 9-yard penalty. Back to the 9.
So first and 10 for Jacksonville at the 9. And that looks like there's a timeout.
Yep.
Timeout on the field with 1:39 left for the half, and Lincoln Rail Splitters lead the Jacksonville Crimsons 28-14. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual, and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
Underneath the Friday night lights and the full moon, and a timeout by Lincoln. They don't want Jacksonville to score here with only 1:39 left in the first half. There was a penalty on Jacksonville, so it'll be first and 10 from their 9 or 10-yard line. Emmanuel Moore has got his orders. Comes up under center. The center McCombs. He's out of a wing formation. Man in motion. They pitch it outside to the dangerous man. That's Mitchell, Cameron Mitchell, and he just drags Rail Splitters with him. And every time he gets the football, he's a threat. Cameron Mitchell with a big gain there and a first down for Jacksonville.
He takes it out to about the 23. Yeah, nice run there before the Lincoln defense was stopping him. Clock's running, minute 26.
No huddle offense. Moore's got it, wants to throw. Throws it out along the sideline. He's got his receiver out there, and I think that's Cameron Mitchell again. He went out and caught a pass and got another first down. They're in their hurry-up offense. No huddle offense. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 35-yard line.
I think he stepped out of bounds, so the clock won't start until they snap.
Moore back up under center. He wants to throw again. Good pressure. Steps up in the pocket. Throws it long. And good pressure. Good coverage out there by Christian Brown. And they went for Cameron Mitchell again, this time going long. But I didn't pick up who the rail splitters were, but they put good pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, they didn't quite get to him, but they might have hurried the throw a little bit, and he overthrew his receivers. But as you said, good coverage by Christian Brown. He and the receiver both went down, but there was no contact there, no penalty.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Jacksonville. 74 seconds left for the first half. Cameron Mitchell's a senior, 5'10", 185-pounder.
I've been impressed, Bob, with the pressure that the Railers have been able to get into the backfield and put on the quarterback and still contain him.
And he can run. Emmanuel Moore's got the snap.
Reverse.
Hands off on the reverse. And tackle over there. I can't pick up who it is. Believe Cameron Mitchell again on the run. They've gone to him in about 4 or 5 plays in a row. Now there's a timeout on the field. He was tackled at the 42-yard line. So it's going to be about, 3rd and 3 for Jacksonville?
Yeah, and we got the timeout with 1:05 left here in the half.
We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
The Lincoln Rail Splitter football after that timeout. Both teams back out on the field. It's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Jacksonville Crimsons with 65 seconds left in the half. Lincoln Rail Splitters 28, Jacksonville Crimsons 14. Both teams now ready to go. Emmanuel Moore up under center. He's got the snap. Wants to throw. Here comes the pressure. Throws it. Good coverage again by Christian Brown. But the man that got inside that really put the pressure on was Owen Grant for the Rail Splitters. He put the big pressure on Emmanuel Moore, and he threw that one too long.
Yeah. Yeah, so, we've seen that all first half. Some pretty good pressure and good coverage downfield. Christian Brown again was with the receiver step for step, and they overthrew him. It's going to be a 4th down now with 1 minute on the clock.
Up on that front line for the Rail Splitters, Frank Sanders, Evan Walkendorf, and Owen Grant. 4th and 4, man in motion.
Inside.
It's
got it. Oh, thought it came loose. Nope.
That's another first down for Jacksonville with 55 seconds on the clock. They'll move the chains and they'll start the clock again. Off the bottom, I think that was Angel in on the tackle. Couldn't tell for sure. I think
that was a 5-yard pickup, Bob, and that's okay. They still got they got 53 yards to go and the clock's running. So if you hold them to short yardage, it's okay.
We're at 42 seconds. Man in motion, and that's Cameron, but Moore wants to pass. He's going to unload long again, and double coverage by the Rail Splitters. Christian Brown and Keon Carson on the coverage. It just had the intended receiver smothered.
Yeah, the Railer defense doing a nice job here, Bob, putting the pressure on and good coverage downfield. There's nobody open, and got to keep it up here for another 33 seconds.
And that was Cameron Mitchell, and as I said, Christian Brown and Keon Carson all over him. Ball's at the 2nd and 10. Football's at the Jacksonville 47-yard line. 33 seconds on the clock. 33.7. And Moore wants to pass. Another long one and good coverage. Again, Christian Brown out there, and I think he just unloaded that on purpose when he saw the coverage on camera.
There's a flag on this side of the field. Don't know what that's going to be.
Yeah, that's a strange one over here.
Well, there were no players way over here. He had a good eyesight to see something way on the other side of the field.
Yeah, that is a weird
Don't
flag.
know what it is.
Flag's laying at the Lincoln 45-yard line. Stop the clock with 27.5 seconds left in the half.
Illegal
Lincoln
man.
Rail Splitters 28.
I think that's
Jacksonville 14.
Sorry, Bob. I think that's an illegal man downfield, and Lincoln declined that penalty.
Yeah, sorry, Ken. We were very unprofessional by us.
I didn't hear you. You didn't hear me.
Yeah, we were in our own zones.
3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10. 27.5 seconds left in the half. Lincoln 28, Jacksonville 14. McCombs over the football. Manuel Moore, the quarterback for the Crimsons. He can throw, he can run, he can do it all. Here's the snap. Going to roll out to his right. Hands it off.
Faked me out. I didn't see. I guess he threw it. Did he? He got it down to the 45. It wasn't a first down.
Okay, yeah, totally faked me out.
Picked up about 8 yards on it. It's down to the Lincoln 45. Went out of bounds, so that stops the clock.
So that's 4th and 2 now for Jacksonville. 23.3 seconds on the clock.
That's the second 4th down they've had on this drive.
Got to stop the big play. They'll go for the big play here. Moore comes up in her center. He's got 2 receivers here to the near side. Man in motion. Good pressure. That's Owen Grant.
And now he just throws it away.
Owen Grant's the guy that caused complete havoc as he got in there. And then the guy that came to help him out, I believe that's Angel.
There's another yellow flag there right in the middle of the field.
Owen Grant was all over him, and then Angel Harrow came into the backfield to help him out.
If this flag is on Jacksonville, Lincoln will obviously decline it, but the defense is staying out there, so could be against the Railers.
Joe Dom in there on defense.
Nope.
Yeah, but
same thing. Illegal man didn't field. Lincoln declines it, so they're going to take over here with 16.6 seconds left in the half, and I would suspect they'll take a knee and go to the locker room.
Number 33, Owen Grant, celebrating on the sidelines with the players and the fans. He did a great job out there. It's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. And that's the way we like it, baby. 28-14, and Lincoln's just going to take a knee here. Darren Stevens will get the snap from Poole. He takes a knee, and the clock will run out for the first half. And the Rail Splitters have the lead by a score of Lincoln Rail Splitters 28 and the Jacksonville Crimsons 14. Got to let the clock run down. 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's the end of the half. Lincoln 28, Jacksonville 14. We'll be back with the halftime show sponsored by Grau Incorporated.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Football. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Rail Splitter Football is brought to you by these fine sponsors. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Football.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are
Okay, we are back at Hanlon Field, week 6 of the high school regular season. The Lincoln Railers and the Jacksonville Crimson. The Railers have the 28-14 lead at the half. An exciting first half, a lot of explosive plays, and we have another half to go. So if we can duplicate that, Lincoln will get their 5th victory of the season. We had a lot of scoring here. We'll go through some scoring with you here. Jacksonville, of course, started the game with the ball, and they went down on 7:50 in the first period. They scored on a 54-yard pass play. Brandon Sims, their good kicker, made it 7-0. Lincoln fought back and answered that touchdown with 3:12 left in the first quarter on a Darren Stevens to Gabe Smith, a 17-yard touchdown pass. Angel Harrow kicked the extra point, made it 7-7, and just over a minute later, the Railers came back at 2:08 in that first period on a Keon Carson 3-yard run. Kick was good, and Lincoln led at the end of the first. I'm sorry, it was 14-7 at that time, and just before the end of the quarter, with 1.5 seconds, no, 1.5 seconds, the Crimson scored on a 39-yard run, and the kick was good. So we were 14-14 after the first period. Second period, Lincoln scored early at 10:03 on a Darren Stevens pass to Kenai Carson, 42 yards for the touchdown. Extra point kick was good. And then with just 1:45 left there in that half, again, Stevens to Keon. The first one was Kenai. I may have said that wrong. This one was Keon, a 43-yard touchdown pass. Extra point kick by Angel was good, and Lincoln leads it at the half, 28-14.
Great half, Coach, and your Emmy Realty list of the game facts came true in that first half.
I think you're absolutely right. Let's go through those one more time to just review them. Consistency on defense was number one, and I think they've had a couple big plays against us, but by and large, I think the defense has performed very well. They've handled that triple option pretty well. They've cut down on the passing game. Has not gotten a lot for Jacksonville. They've completed a few, but by and large, I think the defense has been a big for the Railers. Offensively, we didn't run the ball like we have in games past, but we answered with the passing game. On the running game, I think we got unofficially 76 yards total rushing in that first half for Lincoln, which is well below their average. But from passing, Darren Stevens completed 6 of 19 for 153 yards. So offense is clicking tonight. 28 points in the first half. Gotta like that. And finally, penalties. We are being penaltied by Jacksonville. They've had 5 penalties for 53 yards, and so far the Railers have been penalty-free for this game.
And I thought that was one of the keys coming in, Coach, when I was thinking about the game today. If we can stay away from the penalties, that always gives us a shot.
Yeah, and they're being very aggressive. Defense is being very aggressive, and I think that's paying dividends tonight.
Our Rail Splitter football halftime sponsor is always Grau Incorporated since 1953. They're out at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. It's Grau right now. If you need a new vehicle or used car, any type of service out there, Chris Grau and his crew will take care of you out there at 905 North Kickapoo Street. We said earlier, Coach, in that first half, maybe we were off air, we didn't expect to see 6 touchdowns in the first half here at Hanlon Field.
It's kind of hard to know exactly what to expect. I thought Jacksonville would be explosive with that triple option, but I think Lincoln spent the whole week preparing for it, devised a good defensive plan, and has executed pretty well tonight. So I think give the coaches and the defense a lot of credit for slowing them down. And offensively, Lincoln has answered every time just about. They took advantage of a couple fumbles by the Crimson and cashed that in. And, if you can score 28 points in a half, that's things are going well for you.
It certainly is, and the Rail Splitters know that if they want to get in the playoffs, that this was one of the ones on their checklist if they're going to make it.
Well, yeah, and we still got a half to go, so you can't count it yet. But your 5th win makes you eligible, and most 5-win teams make it into the playoffs. So this will be a big step forward for the Railers with 3 games to go yet.
So the Rail Splitters, very exciting. As you said, we've got 2 fullbacks that come in there, Bunner and Glenn, and of course the Carson twin brothers. They help us out greatly. Darren Stevens having a great night. You mentioned all that, Coach, so it's going to be an exciting second half. And the defense have also stepped up. Owen Grant right there at the end, and numerous players making tackles.
Yeah, I think that's what the conversation at halftime has to be is continue what you did in the first half, carry over here to the second half. You can't let up. You got to still be aggressive. You got to still put more points on the board, because a 2-touchdown lead probably is not going to be enough to win this game. It's hard to say, but you want to score more and keep the pressure on Jacksonville. So
both teams down in the locker room, as Coach said, both teams talking it over. Jacksonville came in here probably not expecting what they saw, but we said in the pregame, Coach shook up that defense, and it's paid off tonight. We're going to take another timeout, and then we'll be back more with the halftime sponsored Grau Incorporated halftime show here from Hanlon Field. We'll be back after this.
If you're you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football on senior night, and the Rail Splitters lead it here at halftime 28-14. And I've noticed along the sideline, Tate Johnston's over here. I hope he'll be able to play in the second half. Where's the number 51 for the Rail Splitters? The rest of the Rail Splitters are out there going through their halftime warm-ups along with the Jacksonville Crimsons. And the good thing is, Coach, we're going to get the ball first on the kickoff.
Yeah, that's we deferred on the opening on the flip of the coin, and so we're going to receive here to start this second half. That is curious why he's over on the sideline, doesn't have his helmet, so I'm not sure if that's a.
Where's the number 51, 6 foot, 195-pound junior Tate Johnston?
Looks like he's taping up something.
Yeah, I think that's all it is. He looks like he's all right.
I think it's on his. I think his pants are falling down. He's taping them up, I think. The belt probably broke, and you got to do something. So
right. There he goes, his helmet.
Tape works.
He's going to be playing. We can't play the second half without Tate Johnston.
Athletic tapes cures a lot of all ills, Use it for everything.
I think it saved Apollo 13, didn't it?
Some kind of tape did. What was that guy?
Tate Johnston, he's our right tackle on that offensive line that opens up the big holes for us, and he's also one of the inside linebackers, so we definitely got to have him in the game. So here we go. Jacksonville's out on the field. All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Perry Weinbender is your man to talk to out there for all the machinery and tools that you need to get the job done. And Darren Stevens talking to Coach right here before the half. He's done an excellent job in the passing game.
Yeah, he's best effort of the season so far, Bob, and that's got to give him some confidence. And he threw more than he ran. Last couple of weeks he's run the ball, but he ran it 4 times tonight for 17 yards. So and that's after losing 8 yards on a sack there early. So he's been all around running and passing the ball tonight. He's done a great job.
I want to thank Grau Incorporated for sponsoring the halftime show, and now we're ready to go. It's Chicago Street Rentals kickoff time out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street, Chicago Street Rentals, and of course right next to them is Grau Incorporated at 1905 North Kickapoo Street.
And I think you got to be ready for anything here right at the start of the half, so don't be surprised if they kick short or do something different.
Brandon Sims going to kick it away for Jacksonville, and he kicks it up high, and we're going to be able to run with it this time. That's Keon with the ball. He's at the 20, comes to the sideline at the 25, looks for running room, and he's knocked out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So a nice run back there, good field position for the Rail Splitters, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. Keon Carson delivering the pigskin for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, he's always tries to get to the outside if he can, and he got out a little ways and didn't quite get to the 30, but he got past the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Split wide to the far side is going to be Gabe Smith. Keon's on the right wing. Kanai's on the right wing. Keon on the left. Bunner in the backfield with Darren Stevens. Frugier lines up at tight end. Here's the hand. Stevens is going to keep it, and he strings it out along the sideline, and he's got a first down and more. Darren Stevens. Speak of the man, Darren Stevens. He had 4 runs, as Coach said, in the first half, and he quickly picks up a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down at the 40-yard line, and that's the way we like it, baby. They didn't see that one coming.
Now 13 yards on first down on first play of the second half, and that's good for the offense and good for the morale.
Smith split here to the near side. Out of the shotgun, Darren. Man in motion. And he hands it to Keon. Keon's to the 45, to the 50, 45 into Jacksonville territory. Knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line of Jacksonville, and that's going to be another Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and they choreographed these plays in the second half, getting ready, and both these plays have worked to start it.
Well, he got some nice blocking on the outside, and he does a great job running and reading his blocks. He doesn't. He gives them a chance to make the block before he takes off, and so he got some good blocks and good running room.
That's the way we like it, baby. Out of the gun, Kanai, and now Darren's going to keep it again, and he's stopped just short of the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain there by Darren Stevens for the Rail Splitters. Call it the 41-yard line, a 2-yard pickup. 2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters.
Darren Stevens with the keeper.
In Jacksonville territory, Lincoln leads Jacksonville 28-14.
And they've already turned the field around a little bit, Bob, getting into their territory on the 41-yard line. So that's a plus already here in the second half.
Smith wide near side. The Carson twins at the wings. Bunner the fullback. This time, it's a double reverse to Keon. Keon at the 40. On his feet, knocked down at the 37-yard line. 4-yard pickup there on the reverse to Keon Carson. Now it's going to be third down for the Rail Splitters.
Takes it down to the 37-yard line.
About a 4-yard pickup, but good defense by. They had two guys there watching him, and they made a nice tackle there for a short gain. But it's third and short, and probably 2-down territory for the Railers.
Smith split wide to the far side of the field. Zach Poole comes up over the football, flanked by the right guard Joe Dom. Stevens, Kanai in motion. Kanai's got the football, tries to make the turn, makes the turn's got a first down, and finally runs out of bounds. Kanai Carson coming from the right wing of that formation. And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. Let's see where they spot that football.
Yeah. He's on about the 32.
So a 5-yard run by Kanai Carson, first and 10 for the Rail Splitters. He went out of bounds, so there's stop the clock, 9:38 left in the third quarter. Now Kobe Glenn checks in for the Rail Splitters. And Ryan Frugier coming out of there. He does a great job up there blocking for those running backs. We got Keon in the slot here on the near side. And here's Darren. He's looking. He's got time. Throws it up the middle. Is that pass interference? Yes, interference. The intended receiver was Kanai Carson, and the defensive man was all over him, and that's where they threw the flag down inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I think in high school football it'd be a 15-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage, I believe. But he had his arms. I mean, Kanai was trying to reach for the ball, and the defender was holding him down. And so it's going to be a walk-off against Jacksonville.
And now checking back in for the Rail Splitters at tight end is Ryan Frugier. Kobe Glenn. No, that's is that Kobe? Yeah, Kobe's coming off the field. And so, pass interference, and they'll move the chains, and it'll be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. And let's see where they spotted the football at the 17-yard line. It'll be first and 10 for the Rail Splitters. 9:32 remaining in the third quarter. Lincoln leads Jacksonville 28-14. Stevens has got the snap, fakes the handoff, and he's going to run with the football. No, he gets it to Keon now. Keon's got the football. Keon makes his way down to the 12-yard line?
I think the 11. They're going to place it on the
11. So a 6-yard pickup as Darren handed it off to Keon Carson. Second and 4 for the Rail Splitters. A 6-yard pickup there by Keon. Darren goes to the sideline, gets the play from head coach Matt Silkowski. Darren into the huddle. Gabe splits wide to the left. Kanai and Keon left and right on the wing. Bunner in the backfield. Bunner gets the hand off, and he's got a big hole on the left side, and he's down inside the 10-yard line. Bunner looks like he's got a first and Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first and goal for the Rail Splitters, and he does.
He got down to the 4-yard line, a 7-yard pickup on the play.
Nice blocking on that left side by Frank Sanders.
Yeah, he made a quick sidestep to the left to find running room, Bob, and took it down, as you said, inside the 5 for another first down.
Here we go. First and goal at the 4. Here's the snap. And Keon's got it. Dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Rail Splitters. Touchdown, Lincoln. Keon Carson off the right side.
Keon Carson.
34-14 Lincoln. 8:19 remaining in the third quarter. And that's a Joe Ryan Country Financial touchdown for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. For all your insurance needs, contact Joe Ryan. That'll be Tate Johnston on the long snap. On the hold, on the placement, it'll be Aiden Crane, and Angel Harrow will attempt the extra point. Snap, placement, kick. looks good, is good. Lincoln leads it 35-14. We'll be back in a minute.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
Rail Splitter Football, sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, and Angel Harrow gets ready to kick it away. Out there on that kickoff team are Lakin Adams and Court Pentecost. We've heard their names throughout the season. Here's the approach by Angel Harrow. He kicks it sidewinder. Will it go into the end zone? Yes. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Crimsons. They didn't want anything to do with that sidewinding soccer kick bouncing down the field.
Yeah, they didn't want to take a chance with that. That was the best thing that could happen to the Railers to start the second half of that drive. It was a 73-yard drive in 9 plays. They got 5 first downs en route, and it took 3 minutes and 41 seconds, and finished with a touchdown. Exactly what the coaches drew up at halftime, and that's exactly what the players executed, and it's a 35-14 lead for the Railers.
Great job by Coach Silkowski, Coach Matthew Silkowski, and his coaching staff. As Coach said, it's 1st and 10 for the Jacksonville Crimsons. Now the defense has to step up for the Rail Splitters. Emmanuel Moore, the quarterback, looking at the play on his forearm. McCombs is his center. He's got the snap. He's got a man in motion. Hands off to the big fullback. He's got running room at the 30. Makes the turn. That's Cameron Mitchell, and he runs out of bounds. Chased by Gabe Smith, but he just ran out of bounds on his own at the 41-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville.
He just ran off the off tackle, Bob, and there was nobody there defensively to stop him. They must have done a good job of sealing the Lincoln defense to the inside, because he had a lot of running room, and Lincoln had to chase him down past the 41, a 21-yard pickup.
Cameron Mitchell doesn't start, but he's a senior, 5'10", 185, and he is a dangerous weapon for Jacksonville. Moore waits for the snap. He's got a man in motion. Hands off, and I believe that's Cameron again across to the 36-yard line. The tackle for Lincoln made by Owen. No, that's Kobe Glenn on the tackle
Kobe
for the Rail
Glenn,
Splitters.
5-yard pickup on that first down play.
Ryan Frugier up on that front line now. On the sidelines, Frank Sanders. He looks like he's all right. He had an injury a little while ago. Man in motion. And they hand it off to Mitchell.
They pitched.
Oh, he pitched it outside.
Number 11 had the ball. They faked that handoff, and it's kind of deceiving. The quarterback kept the ball and made the pitch there, and he got to the outside to the Lincoln 45-yard line.
That was Deshaun Armstrong. They had Mitchell out there blocking for him. That's a 1st and 10 for Jacksonville at the Lincoln 45-yard line. Trying to act like I know what I'm doing here.
He stepped out of bounds, which stops the clock, which is what Crimson want to do.
7:45 on the third quarter clock. Lincoln leads at 35-14. Man in motion. This time they hand off left side, and he's ran down from behind, I believe, by Kobe Glenn. We'll have to see when he pops up.
Yep.
That was Glenn, the outside linebacker.
But another big play there by the Crimson, and Lincoln defense needs to do what they did that first half and not give up those big plays. That was about an 8-yard pickup.
Well, up front, they've got 2 guys at 285, a 305, a 225, and a 265, and they're all tall, big, strong guys. 2nd and 2 for Jacksonville. Moore up under center. Man in motion. And hands off Cameron Mitchell. It looks like he's got a first down, Coach, across the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
1st and 10 for the Crimsons. At the 34-yard line of Lincoln.
Just a 3-yard pickup, but it was enough to move the chains, and they could score again. A score won't kill you. You just got to make them take a while to get down the field, and then let your offense come back.
Moore's got the snap, and did he keep it, or he kept it? Fake the handoff. Looks like he got to about the 30-yard line, so that's a 4-yard pickup there by Emmanuel Moore.
It's kind of hard to see when the action's on the other side away from us. There's a lot of bodies over, and it's kind of hard to pick up the people that are involved, but that was about a 4-yard pickup by the quarterback.
6:25 on the third quarter clock, and as Coach said, they're burning a lot of time off. Lincoln scored that early touchdown here in the half. They lead at 35-14. Moore up under center. Now he's got a man in motion. Hands it off on the left side. He's got plenty of running room, and he's going to go to the pylon.
He's in.
And they're going to say he went out of bounds at about the 1-inch line, I think.
I thought he raised his hand as touchdown.
Did he?
I think so.
Okay. Touchdown Jacksonville. If it is a touchdown, it'll make it 35-20. And no.
30-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, 30-yard touchdown run. And that was Mitchell again, Cameron Mitchell. And now they will attempt the extra point. This is Brandon Sims. There's the snap, the placement, the kick. Looks good and is good. And then I'll make the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 35, Jacksonville Crimsons 21 with 6 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at merealty.com.
The Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a Friday night, senior night, and a touchdown there by Cameron Mitchell from 30 yards out. And now Brandon Sims, the guy that kicks the extra points, only a freshman, and he'll kick it away here. An excellent kicker.
Jacksonville's touchdown, Bob. The Lincoln, they've been pinching to the inside to slow down that inside game, but he got to the outside off tackle, and there was no defenders there to slow him down, and he ran to the pylon and got the 30-yard touchdown.
All our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. Brandon Sims, the freshman, on the approach. Here's the boot, and he's got a leg on him. That's why he's the kicker. He kicked that all the way past the goalpost, and it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for Lincoln at the 20-yard line. He almost hit the goalpost.
Well, he's, as you said, he's only a freshman. If he continues to improve for the next 3 years, he's going to go somewhere big, probably in kicking college.
Definitely. 6:06 left in the third quarter. Lincoln leads it 35-21, and they're going to need all those points before this game's over with. They need a long, sustained drive here to burn the clock up.
Absolutely.
6:06 left in the third quarter. Gabe Smith split here to the near side. And they've got the snap, and they're going to keep it. That's Stevens. He kept the football across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Fake the handoff, and that's a 12-yard run by Darren Stevens, and that's the way we like it, baby. That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. Kobe Glenn checking back in for the Rail Splitters.
That's his Stevens' seventh carry for 44 yards unofficially, Bob, and that's a part of the offense that has really come to fruition here in the last 3 weeks, and it's pretty vital too.
Kobe Glenn checks into the lineup, splits wide to the left. Keon's in the slot on the far side with Gabe Smith here on the near side. Here's the snap, and Stevens going to keep it again. Stays on his feet and rambles down to the 39-yard line. A 7-yard pickup there by Darren Stevens.
It looked like he kind of wanted to go to the outside a little bit, Bob, but he was smart and saw some opening inside and cut in real quick and helped him pick up that big 7-yard gain on first down.
Boy, he's having the best game of his career tonight, Coach. He's picking up yardage on the run, and he's got his passing game running as Ryan Fruget checks back in for the Rail Splitters for Kobe Glenn. They switched him out throughout the night. 5 minutes left for the third quarter. Lincoln leads at 35-21. It's going to be 2nd and 3. I wouldn't be surprised if Stevens ran with the football again. Poole will snap it to Stevens out of the shotgun. This time he hands off on the right side, and that's Bunner, and he's got a first down and more. Bunner rambles to the 44-yard line, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby, at the Lincoln 43-yard line. A 4-yard pickup there by Peyton Bunner.
Bunner only has 28 yards and 6 carries, but they've all been hard yards, Bob, and he picks up a first down here to keep this drive going.
Frank Sanders is checked back in for the Rail Splitters up on that offensive line. This time Keon is the wide receiver on the far side of the field with Gabe here on the near side. Bunner at the fullback. Kanai's the wing. Here's the snap to Stevens. He threw it along the sideline, and I think he just threw it away. He saw Gabe Smith wasn't wide open and the pressure was coming, so Darren just threw it away. So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the Lincoln 43.
I think the idea there is, you've been really successful running the ball, so Jacksonville's geared to stop the run and try to throw a pass, but as you said, the receiver was kind of covered and the pass was not on target.
This time Gabe will line up on the far side of the field. Wing formation, shotgun, man in motion's Kanai, and Stevens keeps it again, but they stop him this time at about the 40. Lost about a yard there. They nailed him around the 42-yard line.
He had one blocker and 2 defenders there, and wasn't enough to gain any yard, and he lost a yard back to the 42.
Now Kobe Glenn checks back in for Ryan Fruget. Both of them are seniors.
3rd and long, 3rd and 11 at the Railers. This is a big play to keep this drive alive.
And it keeps the clock running. 3:40 left for the third quarter. Lincoln leads at 35-21. As Coach said, a big play. Here's Kobe Glenn. Splits wide to the far side of the field. Kanai Carson's in the slot. Gabe Smith here to the near side. Stevens has got the snap. He's got to get rid of it. Oh, almost picked off. Whoa, brother. Cotton almost picked it off. Dangerous pass, and he's mad at himself.
Yeah, he had a receiver. It looked like open out there in the flat, or way out there downfield, Bob. And had he thrown that a little higher and a little farther, he might have hit on him. But as you said, lucky it went incomplete.
Aiden Fry checks in for the Rail Splitters. I'll have to check and see who this. Is that Glenn gonna punt?
I think he's punting tonight.
Yeah,
Kobe Glenn.
Yeah, he's punting.
I think that's Angel snapping.
Yeah, a high snap, but nice catch by Glenn. He gets it away,
Good
and
roll.
It's going to get a big roll for the Rail Splitters across the 20-yard line.
Let it go.
And it's down there by Keon Carson at the 17-yard line. It was a low line drive, and it just got a beautiful bounces for Lincoln to put Jacksonville back deep in their own territory.
Yeah, Jacksonville got a little pressure on him there, and so he kind of sped up a little bit and maybe caused that low liner, but it all turned out well because he got that nice roll.
3:14 remains in the third quarter. Lincoln leads at 35-21. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville at the 18.
Big series for the Lincoln defense coming up right now.
Angels the outside linebacker on the left side. Moore waits for the snaps. He got a man in motion. Hands off the left side.
There's a flag.
Finally taken down, and then a flag. This coach called it there.
Angel Herrick got bumped up. He's limping a little bit and wanting out of the game.
Christian Brown was there, one of the guys there on the tackle. And now
it's a hold.
Darren Stevens checking in on defense. First time we've seen that this year.
Yeah. Don't get hurt.
No. Owen Grant up on that front line for Lincoln. Kobe Glenn's in there for the Rail Splitters. Gabe Smith on the defense. Christian Brown.
And we saw Angel Harrow hobble off the field, Bob. I don't see him down there right now, but hopefully it's nothing major.
Keon Carson and Kenai Carson out there for the Rail Splitters. 1st and 10 at the 18 for Jacksonville.
First and about 18 for Jacksonville.
Pardon me, 1st and 18. Emmanuel Moore directing traffic. Now he's up under center. Got the snap, got a man in motion on the right side, and he's got big yardage. Not a first down, but up to around the 23-yard line he goes.
He was one tackler away from breaking away, Bob. Lincoln needs to continue to get multiple people around the ball.
Peyton Bunner checks in for the Rail Splitters. Gully comes out of there. Now Ryan Frugier checking in.
He picked up 12 on that, and now there's a crimson down on the ground.
Evan Wackendorf checking in for the Rail Splitters. Injury out there. Railers lead at 35-21 with 2:52 remaining in the third quarter. And we'll take a 30-second injury timeout, and we'll be back with Rail Splitter football.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football from Hanlon Field. Joe Lee's back at the station running the show for us, and up on the deck filming and hooking everything up is our good friend Lloyd Kirby as the Rail Splitters lead it here with 2:52 left in the third quarter, 35-21. Cameron Mitchell was injured for Jacksonville, but he got up underneath his own power and walked off the field. They've started the clock as Jacksonville lines it up. Emmanuel Moore, the quarterback. Now he comes up under center. Man in motion. Got the snap. Handoff right side.
Yes,
Good job by the Railer defense. With Cameron Mitchell out of there, it slows him down a little bit.
Yeah, they gave it to the first man through there, and the Railer defense there at the line of scrimmage stopped him for little or no gain, maybe a yard.
Third down situation now for Jacksonville. Picked up a yard at the 24-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Clock keeps running with 2:15 left on the third quarter clock, and the Rail Splitter lead 35-21. Jacksonville now comes up to the line of scrimmage. They don't have any wide receivers, just a running game for them. Moore up under center, man in motion. And they pitch it in the backfield. He's got the running room. He's got a first down and more, and then he's finally taken down. Try and pick up. Couldn't tell who that tackle was made by.
I couldn't pick up a number, but yeah, he got out of the backfield, kind of hesitated, and then spurted through and got some nice yards out to the 35, about an 11-yard pickup for a first down.
1st and 10. Minute 49 now left for the third.
Got another injury.
Another Jacksonville player down, and they help him up, get to his feet, and they're walking him off, the trainers. I was looking for Darren Stevens. I don't know if he's still out there on defense or not.
Well,
Kobe Glenn's in there, along with Tate.
He's on the far side there, lining up as a defensive end.
And here comes Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line. Emmanuel Moore. He's got a man in motion. Hands off the left side and a tackle from behind. I think that was Kobe Glenn, but I'll have to wait till he gets up.
He hit him high and somebody else hit him low.
And Tate Johnston was there, the 39-yard line.
About a 4-yard pickup on that play.
Bunner was there also. 2nd and 6 at the 39 for Jacksonville. Moore up under center. Here's the snap, handoff right side.
He kept it.
No, he kept it. He's got a first down and more, and they try to run him down, and he's still on his feet.
There's a flag way back here, and now Keon Carson limps off.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
Trying to pick up who that is on the tackle for Lincoln. One of the big guys. Owen Grant checking back in for the Rail Splitters. I think he might have been shook up for a while. Ryan Frugier coming off. I don't know if that was Frank Sanders on the tackle or not. He just won't turn my way so I can see his number, but it's too late now.
Yeah, the penalty. Thankfully, the penalty is going to bring that back. That ball, that was a big play that almost broke for a touchdown, and luckily he got stopped downfield. And now, more lucky, the penalty is bringing it back in the Crimson territory on the 37-yard line.
So now it'll be 2nd and 8. And the clock's running with 40 seconds left on the third quarter clock. Now they've got one receiver out here to the near side, not split very wide. Moore waits for the snap, got a man in motion.
Right up the middle. He's loose.
Still on his feet. Oh, man, he's going to go. And he's going to go for the touchdown from the 37-yard line. 63-yard touchdown run for Jacksonville. Cameron Mitchell back in there, and he took it for the touchdown. They had him shook up for a while, but once he gets back in there, he's dangerous. So now Jacksonville within 8 points, 35-27, and they'll go for the extra point, try to get in for 7.
And more importantly, Bob, Lincoln's had a few players come off the field limping a little bit here in this third quarter, and that's not a good sign either.
Brandon Sims, the freshman kicker, will attempt the extra point. Here's the placement. The kick is through the uprights, so that'll make the score Lincoln 35, Jacksonville 28, with 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Jacksonville is pulled back within 1 touchdown to the Rail Splitters. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual, and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football, and the Rail Splitters now lead at 35-28. They've got the football, and they're going to have to produce some yardage and burn some clock and score a touchdown here, Coach.
Yeah, you got to get back to doing what you did early on, running the ball, throw if you have to, and march down the field, use the clock, and put another score on the board, because I'm not sure Jacksonville, they've got a little confidence now. They scored twice here in the third quarter and have drawn within a touchdown. And so, they're going to come out with a little more ambition than maybe we saw at the end of that first half.
Well, our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals out at 1909 North Kickapoo Street. And it's going to be the Carson brothers back on this kickoff, but so far, Brandon Sims has been able to kick it all the way out of the end zone. Kanai and Keon back there for the Rail Splitters. Keon on the far side of the field, Kanai on the near side here. Sims doesn't have a very long approach. He's just got a super strong leg. He just walks up there and blow. No, it's an onside kick.
It's out of bounds.
And it goes out of bounds. That's going to be good field position for the Rail Splitters.
And the kick goes out of bounds. That's a flag on the play.
Well, he's a little bit out of his rhythm there. He's used to knocking it a long ways, and he just kicks it out of bounds over here, so it's going to be good field position for Lincoln.
Yeah, that's curious with still a full quarter to go that maybe they wanted to do that, but as you said, it's going to work out to the Railers' advantage, and they're going to get the ball, I think, on the 35-yard line.
It's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters.
They're taking it where it goes out, so they have that option, so they're going to take it on the 37-yard line.
That's the way we like it, baby. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Darren Stevens out of the shotgun. He's got the snap. He wants to pass along the sideline. He does. Gabe Smith takes it out of bounds, stops the clock.
Yeah, he juggled that, but he got possession back and have a short pickup, but a positive play out to about the 41-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 for Lincoln on that 4-yard pass play at the 41-yard line. Ryan Frugier checks back in for the Rail Splitters. 16 seconds left for the third quarter.
That was Gabe Smith's second reception here in this game.
Pull up over the football. No fullback this time. Oh, he drops it and falls on it at the 35. I think he was thinking of throwing it before he caught it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're maybe trying to go a little too fast. They need to calm down a little bit here.
Because it was a good snap.
That's a 6-yard loss on that play, and the Railers need to. Well, it's the end of the third quarter, so maybe here at the quarter break they can rejuvenate themselves and come back a little strong here in the fourth quarter.
When we come back, it'll be 3rd and 12 for the Rail Splitters. Lincoln leads at 35-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
Lincoln has the ball, but it's going to be 3rd and 12 for him, Ken.
Yeah, it's a tough position to be in. They're on their own side of the 50, so if they don't get this first down, they're probably going to have to punt and give Jacksonville another opportunity on offense, which you'd rather not do the way they've moved the ball here in this second half. But I'd rather have the touchdown lead than be the touchdown behind after 3 quarters, so the Railers still in good shape, I think.
3rd and 12 at the 35-yard line. Let's see what Coach Silkowski's come up with now for the Rail Splitters. They just got to perform. Colby Glenn is checked back in for the Rail Splitters. I think he's split here to the near side. We've got a man in the slot. Here's the snap. Stevens back to throw. Looks. Unloads long. Gabe Smith, no. Threw it too long. There was good pressure. Stevens got knocked down. So Lincoln's going to have to put it away here early in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he didn't have much time to look and find his receiver. He knew where he wanted to throw it, but he overthrew him. And now the Railers will be in a punting position.
Checking in for the Rail Splitters. That's number 22, the sophomore, Lakin Adams. Angel's doing the long snapping for us.
His last one was just a little high.
He'll snap it to Colby Glenn. Football's at the 35. Glenn's back about the 22. Big play here for the Rail Splitters. They got to get a good punt out of it. Get Jacksonville back on their heels. It's a good snap. Here's the kick, end over end, but it's kind of short. We got to get a good bounce. And it does take a roll for the Rail Splitters. It's going to be down to around the 43-yard line by Kenai Carson. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Jacksonville in good field position as we start this fourth quarter at the 43-yard line of Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's kind of up to the defense, the Lincoln defense now. They have to pick it up a little bit and slow down the offense and keep them out of the end zone.
Frugier and Owens up on that front line for Lincoln. I can't pick up the guy in the middle there. Might be Tate Johnston, but he's usually at a linebacker position. Manuel Moore up under center. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville. Man in motion. Hand off the left side. Good job of the Lincoln defense containing right at the line of scrimmage. Owen Grant was there. Bunner was there for the Rail Splitters. I think he was the first guy there.
Yeah, they gave him maybe a short yard on that, but yeah, good defense by the Railers on first down there. Now they tried to hit the run in the middle. Now watch for them to run to the outside, either the pitch or the quarterback sweeping.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line. The Jacksonville Crimson, 60 miles from Lincoln on, what is that, Route 72?
Yes.
Moore up under center. Man in motion's got the snap. Keeps it himself. Lincoln does a great job there. They take him out at the 40-yard line. A host of Rail Splitters running him out of bounds.
I think that was maybe Christian Brown coming up, and then I don't know if that was maybe Peyton Bunner over there. The two of them came up to slow him down and drive him to the sideline to the 45. Just another 1-yard pickup.
And now Frank Sanders and Evan Wackendorf checking in for the Rail Splitters. Coming to the sideline are Gabe Smith. And I didn't pick up the other player.
3rd and 8, you would expect a pass possibly, but don't be surprised if they run that pitch out to the outside.
And here's the snap. They pitch it outside.
Yeah,
whoa, good job there. Nice job.
Yeah.
Oh, man, the first guy there, Kenai Carson's the guy that made it happen. Is that Keon? That's Keon was the first. He didn't make the tackle, but he's the guy that controlled the action.
And that's what you got to do on that pitch to the outside. You got to attack and come upfield, and that's exactly what they did. There was probably 5 or 6 red shirts in there around the ball, Bob, and they stopped him for the loss, and now it's going to force Jacksonville into a punting situation.
Let's see who their punter is. I think it's still Sims, Brandon Sims, the freshman. Keon, the lone man, back for the Rail Splitters. Keon's back around his own 21-yard line.
Stay awake.
Sims will get the snap. Yeah, you don't want the fake. Here's the snap. Sims, no, man, a beautiful punt.
Get away.
Looks like a major league pop-up.
That's all right.
And it's going to go out of bounds. He got that about as high as the lights are. And now the Lincoln offense, great job by the defense.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, they did a great job. They got aggressive. They made some big plays there, some big stops on 1st and 2nd down, and then on 3rd down, they attacked and got into the backfield and stopped for a loss and forced that punt. So great effort by the Lincoln defense.
And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. And that's definitely the way we like it, baby. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters at their own 35-yard line. They lead by a touchdown, 9:17 left in the game. Stevens out of the gun. He's got the snap. Hands off Bunner on the right side, and he just makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defense that time by the Crimsons. Had a host of players there to meet him.
Yeah, and just like the Railers, the Jacksonville Crimson, they're going to come up strong on defense here and try to make a stop of their own, force Lincoln to turn it back over to them.
2nd and 10. Darren Stevens goes to the sideline, gets the coach. It's the coach's plan, Matt Selkowski. He's back in the huddle. 8:49. The clock is running for the ball game. Lincoln leads it by a touchdown, 35-28. Gabe Smith comes out of the huddle. Splits wide to the right. Zach Poole up over the football. Tate Johnston on the left tackle. Here's the handoff to Keon. Keon on his feet, breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, got a first down and more, stays on his feet, dances to the 50, still dancing, and taken down from behind. That's the only way you could take him down was from behind. He had to dance so long after he got the first down, and Ryan Fouget patting him on the back saying, good job, buddy, into Jacksonville territory at the 49-yard line. It's Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. With 8:23, now they start the clock back up, 8:20 for the game, and the dancing man, Keon Carson.
He made so many moves there, Bob. You know, you couldn't count them, but yeah, he just kept dancing and making moves out there and got yardage as he did it and got across midfield for a huge first down for the Railers.
He'd be a good guy to have at a wedding reception. He'd fire it up. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters at the Jacksonville 49. Near side hash mark. Stevens has got the snap. Hands off. Bunner up the middle. He's got a big run to the 42-yard line. Nice blocking on that offensive line for the Rail Splitters.
He just shot through the opening, Bob, and ran hard, picked up some nice yards on first down. They're going to put it on about the 42, give him 7 yards.
Joe Dom on that left side of the line. Some good blocking by the Rail Splitters. Ryan Fruget's over there from his tight end position. 2nd and 3 for the Rail Splitters. Gabe Smith split wide to the right. Poole, one of the big blockers, opening up that hole for the Rail Splitters. Darren Stevens out of the gun, the wing formation. Here's Keon, gets the handoff. He's got a first down and more. Stays on his feet. The dancing man's still there. He won't go down, and they finally take him down at the 30. Maybe they'll call it the 29. That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it. Keon Carson with another first down.
About a 13-yard pickup on that. And if you watch Keon now, he's limping a little bit. He's got a bummed up ankle there, I think, and he's still producing big yards on this drive.
He's not going to leave no matter what. 6 4:50 left for the game. Lincoln leads by a touchdown. Gabe Smith here to the near side. On the far side hash mark, the Railers will operate. Poole out of the huddle, up over the football. Stevens out of the gun. He's got Bunner behind him. Man in motion. Oh, it's on the ground. Stevens picks it up, and he's tackled for a sack, and now there's a fumble.
He was down, I think. But
let's hope. Let's say they got him down.
I don't know that they're going to call it that way. I think so. Phew.
Man. Close call there. He was definitely down. So now it's going to be second and very long for the Rail Splitters at the 41-yard line.
Yeah.
Clock keeps running, but
that was a break because it was on the snap. I don't know if he took his eye off or what happened, but that ball was loose at the beginning. He reestablished his possession, but then as he went to the ground, it kind of came loose at the last second.
Stevens has got the play from Silkowski in the huddle. Smith splits out wide to the right. Carson brothers are the wings. Bunner at fullback. Here's the snap to Stevens. Keon's got it, wants to go around the right side, evades one tackler. Now he reverses his field. Here he comes around the left side at the 40, 35, 30. No flags on the field. He crossed the 30 again, but it's still going to be a long ways to go for the first down for the Railers. He escaped harm's way, Coach, and then he came back across the field.
Yeah, and he had a couple blocks out there. He kind of used one more block, might have sprung him to the outside. He cut back inside, got to the 29, so it's going to be...
That was the original line of scrimmage.
So is it third down or fourth? Third and 10.
Third and 10, and the clock keeps running. That's the important thing right now. Yeah. 5:10 left for the game, 5:09.
I guess that fumble and recovery was on a first down play.
Third and 10. Smith split wide to the right. Stevens out of the gun. And
I thought he kept it. He gave it. He's still on his feet. He's got a first.
Is that Keon?
Yeah, he ran out of bounds.
I think they just directly snapped it to him.
No, I think he handed. I think he handed it to him. Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
okay.
I think I'm not. Yeah.
But the most important thing is that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. Football.
First down, Railers.
At the what?
Looks like it's on the.
Inside
19,
the 20.
Yeah, it's on the 19, I think.
Yeah, call it the 18-19. First and 10 for the Rail Splitters. They got the clock stopped now at 4:50. Railers in the huddle. 35-28, Lincoln leads it. Fasten your seat belts. Stevens out of the gun. He's got the snap. Hands off to his fullback, and he dives ahead. I think that was Bunner. I'll have to check his number when he gets up. Either Bunner or Glenn.
He got 2 or 3 on the play. Let's see where they spot it. Looks like it's on the 16 maybe. So give him 3 on that. We haven't seen.
So that was Bunner.
Yeah, we haven't seen Stevens carry the ball here, I don't think, at least in this quarter.
Second and 8 for the Rail Splitters. 4:15 for the game. Lincoln leads at 35-28. Smith split here to the near side. Stevens out of the gun. He's got the snap.
He kept it
himself off left. And he got a nice gain there. It's not a first down, but a nice gain for Darren Stevens. And that'll keep the clock running. Tate Johnson checking back in for the Rail Splitters.
He got it down to the 10 for a 6-yard pickup.
Third down and 2.
Third and 2 for the Rail Splitters at the 10.
You know this is 2-down territory, so it'd be nice to get it on this down, but you got 2 downs to get it. You know Jacksonville is probably going to be starting taking their timeouts here real soon.
Do you think about a field goal?
Ooh, good thought.
Poole comes up over center. Third and 2, 3:25 for the game. Stevens has got the snap. Hands off, Bunner, left side.
No. Field goal. We got touchdown.
We got touchdown. Bunner for the touchdown for the Rail Splitters. The offensive line opened up a tremendous hole for Peyton Bunner. Bunner, the junior, 6-foot, 200-pounder, hits the pay dirt. What's Bobby V talking about? Field goals. 41-28. Lincoln leads it with 3:17 left in the football game. Johnston will snap it. Aiden Crane will make the placement, and Angel will kick it. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick.
No good.
Is no good.
I think it got partially blocked, maybe.
So with 3:17 left on senior night, the Rail Splitters lead Jacksonville 41-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Exciting Lincoln Rail Splitter football. That was a Joe Ryan Country Financial touchdown for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. For all your financial needs, insurance, contact your agent Joe Ryan with Country Financial. The Rail Splitters lead it 41-28. And now it's time for the Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Angel O'Hara will kick it off for the Rail Splitters. He has to show the ball to the official. Now he'll tee it up.
That was a big answer by the Lincoln offense, Bob, after the defense made a great stop on the last possession by the Crimson. Then the Railer offense, they started that drive on their own 35, I think. I lost my papers, a little hard to read anymore, but anyway, it was a nice sustained drive and ended with the touchdown, and the spread now is 2 touchdowns.
Underneath the full moon on a beautiful September night. Here's the kick, and it's rolling to the goal line, picked up by Jacksonville. No place to go. Rail Splitters all over the place, and they stop him. On the tackle, that was Angel Harrell, the guy that kicked it for the Rail Splitters. I believe that's Angel. Yeah, number 4 for the Rail Splitters. He's limping, but he doesn't care.
Now the Railers are taking a timeout.
With 3:09 left in the football game, Lincoln Rail Splitters 41, Jacksonville Crimson 28. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a beautiful September night, and it couldn't have been any better. How many touchdowns have we got in this game? 4, 8, 9, 10 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Been a lot of offense, but we've seen some good defense too, Bob. So, it's been a really exciting game, actually.
If you'd never seen a high school football game, this is the one you wanted to see. 41-28 Rail Splitters, especially if you're a Rail Splitter fan.
Yeah, for sure.
Edwards, I can't pick up that guy in the middle at the nose guard.
58.
58 for the Rail Splitters. I guess I ought to put my glasses on. That's Alec Claudio. Here's the snap. Moore wants to throw, lofts it out there, incomplete. Good coverage out there. Kanai Carson, Kobe Glenn out there on the coverage, along with Keon Carson. Rail Splitters all over the place out there on the coverage.
Yeah, they had good coverage there. Put a little pressure on the quarterback. He still had time to throw, but as you said, good coverage in the secondary. Lincoln's playing with 2 safeties and 2 corners tonight, which they haven't done all year long so far, and I think it's helped on the pass coverage.
Claudio's 6'1", 220 at the nose guard for the Rail Splitters, flanked by Sanders and Owens. Kobe Glenn cheating up on that outside linebacker position. Kanai Carson with him. Here's the handoff.
He's 51.
Nice job there.
That's Tate Johnston.
Yes, sir.
He met him in the hole one-on-one, took him down for a short gain. Great job.
The clock continues to roll. 2:47 left for the game. Lincoln leads at 41-28. This will be their 5th victory of the season if they can maintain this lead. Here's the snap.
He's going to run. No, he passed. Nice.
And he takes it out of that's the always dangerous Cameron Mitchell.
That was a nice play. It looked like quarterback was going to run as he got the line of scrimmage. He just flipped it out to Mitchell, and Mitchell caught it and ran to the sideline to stop the clock and get the first down.
So, Coach, the last time we saw 5 victories for the Rail Splitters was back when?
1984.
1984. 41-28 Lincoln, 2:31 for the game. Mitchell stopped the clock as he ran it out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Jacksonville at their own 37-yard line. Emmanuel Moore, the quarterback, pitches it in the backfield. Cameron Mitchell's got it. Cameron stopped. The man, the first guy there was Tate Johnston for the Rail Splitters. Stood him up right where he was.
And somebody came from behind and and got in on that tackle too for a short gain, and now Jacksonville takes a timeout.
Ryan Frugier checking in for the Rail Splitters. Jacksonville takes a timeout. We'll take a timeout. In there for the Rail Splitters. Kobe Glenn sneaks up there from that outside linebacker position. He's not too far off the line of scrimmage. Christian Brown and Keon Carson, the safeties. And here comes Jacksonville. 2nd and 7, their own 40-yard line. 2:17 left of the game. Very explosive ball club, especially Cameron Mitchell. Moore comes up under center. Got the snap.
Going to throw to him.
And incomplete. Good defense by the Railers. So now it's going to be 3rd and 7 for Jacksonville at the 40.
And that stops the clock at 2:11. He rolled to his left there and had pretty good coverage on the outside there, so he didn't really have much of an opportunity to complete that pass. It's going to be a 3rd and long.
Walkendorf and Sanders check in for the Rail Splitters, and Frugier and Dom come off the field.
I'm kind of glad that he throws the ball, Bob. He scares me running with the ball, this quarterback.
Oh, yeah, he's dangerous. Moore rolls out to his right, throws up ahead, incomplete. Intended receiver out of the backfield was one of his running backs. That was number 11. And so now it's 4th and 7. They're going to have to go for it.
Oh, absolutely. They'll go for it here, obviously. And but one more big play by the defense.
That was Deshaun Armstrong was the intended receiver.
Stay in the game and
big crowd here tonight. Emmanuel Moore. This is the big play for Jacksonville. 4th and 7 at their own 40. They're very explosive. They can break the big play. Mitchell rolls out to his right, throws it along the sideline, incomplete. And the Rail Splitters have got the football on the incompletion with 2:01 left in the contest.
Well, as we said, they still have 2 timeouts left, so the Railers need to secure the ball. Don't turn it over, and they're in pretty good shape right now.
That's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. 1st and 10 at the Jacksonville 40 with 2:01 left in the contest.
And Lincoln just took another timeout.
Timeout. Rail Splitters will take a timeout. Rail Splitters 41, Crimson's 28. We'll be back in 30.
Timeout, Railers.
first down would seal it. As we said, I think Jacksonville still has 2 timeouts, so they can stop the clock.
40-yard line. First down.
But ball possession is the most important thing. Hang on to the football.
Ball at the Jacksonville 40. Ryan Fruget's the tight end. Gabe Smith over here, split wide to the left. The Carson brothers, Kanai goes in motion.
No.
And now that is
Stevens
keeping, and he got about a half a yard. But the clock keeps running.
Stevens up the
2nd and 9 now for the Rail Splitters at the 39.
second down and 9.
Minute 43 for the game. Lincoln leads at 41-28. This would be their 5th victory of the season.
And they can kill a lot of clock here as this play clock is...
At 22.
Yeah, they can get it down to almost a minute.
Smith splits here at the 40-yard line on the near side. Far side hash mark. Zach Poole up over the football, the sophomore. Stevens out of the gun. He's got the snap. Hands off Keon on the right side, and there's a flag on the play. Keon made his way to the 35-yard line, and that flag's right at the line of scrimmage.
Carson's ball carrier penalty flag off the play.
It was 2nd and 9 for the Rail Splitters at the 39.
Personal foul, face mask.
Face mask. They grabbed Keon's face mask. So an intentional face mask, I believe that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
That's going to take it deep into Jacksonville territory.
Well, that's the first down they needed, and so...
And that is a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. And as Coach said, that was a big one. That's the way we like it, baby.
Jacksonville didn't use a timeout there after that last play, so maybe they're reading the writing on the wall here because Lincoln's just they could almost take a knee here.
Ball at the 22. Smith here to the near side split. Here's the snap. Handoff. Keon up the middle. There's a hole, and he got about 3 or 4 yards.
Kind of slid in like he was stealing a base, Bob, to get down on the ground.
I think he's on the track team, but he would be a good baseball player.
So he's down to about the 17-yard line.
Under a minute, 45 seconds for the game. Lincoln leads at 41-28. And there's a flag thrown into the air.
Oh, that's...
Clock continues to run.
That's not right.
And now Lincoln coming to the sideline.
Our clock operator.
He's definitely giving us a Lincoln clock. There's a timeout by somebody, but there was a flag thrown in the air in the Jacksonville backfield. But there's another flag. 2 of them laying side by side, so there must be some words being said out there.
Yeah. I don't know what their coaches aren't happy about a couple things, but
Lincoln's back out on the field, but Jacksonville's on the sideline. I don't know if they're going to come back out.
Good job.
1984.
So anyway, I didn't see what the penalties were. I know the clock kept running there when the ball was dead. So I don't know if they're going to put a little time back on or not.
I would think 27.3 seconds. Lincoln leads at 41-28.
They're having a walk-off against Jacksonville.
Yeah, the 2 flags.
So I don't know if there's 2 penalties. At this point, I would think Lincoln would be wise just to take a knee and let the clock run out. And now Jacksonville takes a timeout, so they can't have more than 1 left. So take a knee, run the clock.
Lloyd says 2 unsportsmanlike contact.
Yeah, you can't tell if that's from something that was said or something that was done.
Well, that's about 30 yards or halfway to the goal or whatever.
Half the distance, yeah.
Lincoln offense standing around out there, but Jacksonville hasn't come back out.
Well, they took timeout. They've got a timeout.
They got a timeout.
Yeah,
okay.
They look like they're scattered around on their side of the field, so I don't know what that's all about.
Coach trying to get them together. They got to come back out. Seems like it's been longer than a minute for the timeout.
Well,
officials still haven't stepped out the penalty, I don't think.
Yeah, they did. The ball's down on the 4-yard line. So here comes Jacksonville now.
So that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance 1st and goal at the 4. And that's definitely the way we like it, baby. At the 4-yard line.
You know, a little obscure fact, this is the Lincoln is breaking a 14-game losing streak against Jacksonville.
That's right. You mentioned it off air. Yeah.
Last time Lincoln won a game against Jacksonville was 2002.
And as you said, the last time we won 5 was 1984. And this is the victory formation for the Rail Splitters.
Take your knee. There you
Stevens takes the knee.
Starts the clock, gets it over.
With the score, Lincoln 41, Jacksonville 28 on senior night. They'll remember this forever underneath the full moon here at Hanlon Field.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons, but the biggest reason is their 5th win of the year.
They played a great game. They had to play a great game against Jacksonville. You'd have to say Jacksonville was probably the favored team coming in, but the Rail Splitters defended their honor here at Hanlon Field. And now good sportsmanship as they line up and shake hands. It's all goose eggs on the scoreboard as far as the clock is concerned, and it's the Lincoln Rail Splitters 41 and the Jacksonville Crimsons 28. We'll be back in a minute.
An explosive offense, and Lincoln defended them really well. Sorry. Offensively did what they've done all year long, you know. But the one cool thing about tonight is on offense, they did it in the air. Coach Sikowski just getting drenched by his team. So that's a great celebration out there. A lot of students out there, the team, of course, coach and staff, and they're enjoying this one. But it's great to see. Anyway, the offense clicked as they have all year long on the ground, but also in the air tonight. And unofficially, we've got 7 completions in 13 attempts for 157 yards. Great game by Darren Stevens and the receivers tonight. Keon Carson, we had him unofficially for 123 yards in 15 carries, 48 yards for Peyton Bunner and 39 yards for Darren Stevens. So it was a team effort, both offensively, defensively. We can go through some quick scoring here in the second half. We gave you the first half scoring at halftime. In the second half, Lincoln scored with 8:19 in the third quarter on a 4-yard run by Keon Carson. Then Jacksonville answered at 6:06 mark with a 30-yard run by Cameron Mitchell. And then they scored another touchdown just before the end of the third quarter. Mitchell again on a 63-yard breakaway run. Got the game to one touchdown, 35-28. But in the fourth quarter, Lincoln prevailed at 3 minutes and 17 seconds. Peyton Bunner on a 10-yard run right up the middle. And Jacksonville was not able to do anything offensively in that fourth quarter. So great victory for the Railers, 41 41-28 out here. And as we said, another home game next week and 2 on the road before the end of the regular season.
Coach, this is a lot of fun. This is why you and I do these games. We've been doing these games, traveling on the road and broadcasting since around 1996, and it took us a while to get that 5th victory, but we finally did tonight.
You know, we've had other good teams that have played well also, but couldn't quite get over the hump and get that 5th one. A lot of 4-win seasons since '84, but tonight at Hanlon Field, which was nice to have it happen at home on senior night. This Railer team scored, played defense, and did a great job, got their 5th win of the season. And, I don't think they're done yet. They've got another possibility out there on the schedule, and so we'll see what happens.
So we'll be back here next Friday night against the Rochester Rockets, but tonight we celebrate the Rail Splitters student bodies even out there with the team as Coach gives these final words to the team after this great game tonight. The Rail Splitters win at 41-28. We couldn't have done it with all the fans here and all the sponsors and the great coaching staff for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Thanks to everybody out there listening and for all those who participated in this program throughout the years. A big night for Lincoln with the 5 victories. Want to thank Joe Lee back at the station for making things work for us out here in the field. Of course, want to thank Lloyd Kirby, our fine engineer who sets everything up for us, and of course my fine partner, Coach Ken Schweitzer, who for years has been riding shotgun with Bobby V. And finally tonight we get that 5th victory, Coach, and we'll do a little bit of celebrating on our own and finish off our waters.
Yeah, absolutely. And, they deserve their weekend to celebrate and then get back at it Monday getting ready for the next game.
Final score, Lincoln Rail Splitters 41 and the Jacksonville Crimsons 28. Lincoln walks out of here with a record of 5 wins and 1 loss. The Crimsons now 2-4 on the season. Bobby V reporting here from Hanlon Field. Final score 41-28. Thanks for listening. A big victory for the Rail Splitters.
This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Me Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at merealty.com.
The Heart of Memory Care consists of providing person-directed care to know and to work with each resident as an individual and to provide them with care as unique as they are. At Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care in Lincoln, our caring, compassionate staff, enriching activities, and cottage front apartments all provide the secure, safe environment that your loved one requires. Hi, I'm Deb Mox, Administrator at Copper Creek Cottages. Let Copper Creek Cottages Memory Care be the light in your journey.
If you're not happy with the way your home landscape looks, but not sure what you need to do or how to fix it, then it might be time to get a little help from your friends at Bees Landscaping. Their highly trained and courteous staff will do all the work that fits your style and budget, including retaining walls, patios, sidewalks, leveling and grading yards, seeding and fertilizing, or new sod installation. Bees Landscaping, 1302 State Route 10. We are making a difference.
Timber Creek Village Assisted Living understands the emotional journey of moving to a new home. That's why we work hard to make the transition as easy for you as possible. We currently have apartments available and invite you to come by and let us show you how we can provide you with a stress-free lifestyle and why Timber Creek Village is top choice for retirement living in Lincoln. You'll enjoy private apartments, 3 home-cooked meals a day, daily activities, socialization with other residents, and care centered around your individual needs. Timber Creek Village, where people become friends and friends become family.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Football. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Rail Splitter Football is brought to you by these fine sponsors. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Football. preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.